Let's make sure everything is okay. Ready and live like usual. I think we're good. Just a quick couple of checks. Yes, okay, lovely. Now where's my screen? Here it is. What? What are we doing? Oops. Right, yeah. What were we doing? I never remember. Ah, picking between things. Okay, perfect. Right, well, hello everybody. My name, if you don't already know it, is Josh. We're going to be continuing Fire Emblem Three Houses like we have been doing for ages. For bloody ages. Right. Let's see here. What do you want to do? Shall we have a quick little battle? We'll start off with a battle. Why not? We have a lot. What? Oh, should we go for some paralogs? Maybe we'll go for a couple paralogs. I can't actually quite remember what level everyone is. I think we're only about level 13. So maybe we'll do these banishing the bandit stuffs, and then we'll go on paralogs next month. We've got quite a few to get through, don't we? Okay, but they're all like level 15ish, so we won't be doing them today. Let's just do some random shitty missions on the side. We can do these quickly and easily. Get them out the way. Then we get on to the fun stuff, aka the stuff we always do, which is just kind of piss around the monastery and talk to people and see whatever the hell they're up to in their numerous schemes. How's everyone else doing today? I have been ravaged with the oncoming threat of having to give in like all of my all of my assignments and things like next week, and then I have like stuff to do this week as well. It's been a bit of a nightmare. So it's quite nice to just kind of chillax and play. I would say turn my mind off and play Fire Emblem, but you can never really do that here, because you get like, if you do that, everyone dies. They're like, well, I mean, that wasn't supposed to happen, you know, everyone dying at once, but sometimes it does. Oh, we need to... Hello. People have a bunch of shit that's broken, don't they? Yeah. Time to not have them be broken. Yes. That's a thing I should be doing. So the creator. We don't have any Umbral Steel. Really? Where did you get Umbral Steel from? I have no idea. Okay, well, that's a bit of a, you know, problem. That's fine. Yuri broke his iron sword. He's an idiot. What a silly Billy. A silly boy. Balthus is fine. Yeah. Everyone's, Ash might want to get some better iron bows. Oh, we should be upgrading them, shouldn't we? Yeah. See, this is the thing. I always forget what I'm doing, where I'm going. In life and in other general areas, you know. Sometimes you need to... Oh, we can make steel bows? Really? From an iron bow plus? Huh. Wouldn't you know? Yeah, make a steel bow. Man, what a nice, lovely upgrade that is for old Petra. Wonderful. Wunderbar, as the Germans would say. I would assume anyway. I've never actually met someone. I've never met a German in person who said wunderbar, but that's what I was told in classes and whatnot. Here's the thing, as the problem about people teaching languages, is that they never actually teach you things that matter. There is no like, can I book a hotel? It's always like, my favorite dog's animal is blue, and you're like, well, when would I ever use this in actual normal conversation? Like, I'm sure, I don't know, I'm sure some of these things are worth looking into, but other things are definitely not. Anyway, these are all level. Shall we bring in some other people? Okay, so at around this point in time, as everyone knows, with Fire Emblem, it is more often than not dating sims, and therefore this is the type of place where we're doing, you know, stupid side missions where we're like, maybe we want to start doing, as the kiddies would call it, shipping people. Where's our Queen Adie? Adie is right over here. She hasn't been talking to Monica. I think I scared them off finally. So, but now I need to do what I would assume. I assume teachers do it as well. Where they like, whenever you have like pair work, at least I assumed in school, if you had pair work, as teachers, especially if they were like young teachers, they'd try and pair like two people together as if they thought they would become a couple later on, so they could be like blessed at like the wedding or whatever as like the originator of this couple. And then they have the audacity to go like, well, stop talking to each other, even though that's the very thing they want you to do. It's a very weird concept, at least I think. In any case, what I'm trying to get at is that what lovely lady should we pair our strapping young boy Ash with? Is my own opinion, because this is really the only person who matters here at the minute. You know, his beautiful little freckles and green eyes. He needs to be paired with something. He could be paired with Bernie. I don't know. Let me check quickly actually, because some of these people. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So because he's not in the same house as Bernie, he doesn't actually have any support, which means it's useless. It's like, why would you put so many of these people together if you can't shove them together? As in fighting buddies and buddies. That's the thing. As everyone knows, in order to go in a relationship with someone, you must go through life or death situations, aka war. Which is why I personally have never had any kind of long-lasting relationship, because I haven't been in war. That's the only reason why. I refuse to believe otherwise. I don't know, maybe Petra or someone. They've got a C support already apparently. We'll see how that goes. Well, we might just shove them together with. We'll have them go through like speed dating. We'll have them go through a bunch of like people. We'll sit them next to a bunch of people in the classroom and then see how they work on anyone but Monica and Constance. Yeah, basically. I'm quite sad actually. They don't have very many same-sex like supports in this game, as in you can't pair up like, I don't know, Ferdinand and Caspar, aka like people we don't care about. We can't just shove them together and like never look at it again, which is quite sad. Because you know, Yuri, I definitely see Yuri going with, I don't know, Yuri and Balthus. That might be quite funny to me anyway. I don't know. Right, it's been about 5 minutes and I haven't actually done anything yet, which is probably probably a bad thing. Let's yeah, we'll have Ash like shadow a bunch of people and see who sticks. We have a do we want to? Should we try some new people? We've seen, I don't know, we've seen Linhardt in action quite often, and Yuri and Happy and Palthus and stuff. Let's put in some new people. We got a whole bunch of people last time. I just went on like a kind of mass recruiting spree, like I'm some kind of I don't know, like mass recruiter for some talent agency, but like one of the weird ones, which are like just take random people off the street and pretend like they're some kind of talent agency when they're not. They're just there to like kidnap people. I'm like one of those people. I just did a lot of recruiting earlier. Anyway, I really like this battle music. I was looking for it on YouTube, but I couldn't find it. It is. That's a good question actually. I have no idea what this is. I swear I knew it before. I don't know. You probably have to look up like the OSTs on the interwebs. Yeah, I'm guessing. Yeah, we'll shove in Flane and her drug ring into the mix. We'll see Leonie. We haven't seen Leonie yet. Hanneman. We got Hanneman and Manuela. We got the teachers in here. And we've also got Shamir, who's brooding and edgy, which is ticks off all my boxes at least. And all the other music for Fire Emblem. But oddly enough, oh really? Oh. Maybe it's some kind of well-kept secret. Maybe it's part of another song. I don't know. Anywho's it. Let's start this battle, which has negligible consequences for the rest of the game. Manuel, exactly the matter with the brothel. Basically, we've just got all of the we've just got all of the like criminals we could find. We've got Flane here with her drug ring. We've got Manuela with her brothel. We've got Leonie, who hates our guts because we're not our father, and our father likes us more than she does.
To work.
And Shamir, I don't know what Shamir does. I mean, if you look at her, she looks very edgy. She's probably like, I don't know, leader of some kind of underground mafia cult thing, probably a cult person, who knows. And Hanneman is just creepy in his own regard. He just wants to study people. He's the mad scientist type. We've just kind of like
Stay focused.
like walked into the insane asylum and just been like, could you give us your like 3 most insane people here, and we'll pretend to bring them to war because you don't need them. I don't know why they don't do that in real life. Just like put in all the insane people and shove them off. I probably do. I assume they'd have the more like unorthodox ways of, you know, fighting. I mean, like, have you ever seen the Joker from Batman? That guy has some unorthodox ways of fighting. He would be good in the war. If there's one thing the Joker is good at, it's starting or competing in wars. What am I doing with my life? Right. Playing super low level, so we're not going to shove her anywhere. Everyone else is it's quite high. Relatively, like, you know, high levels, everyone else. Do you want to give AD some more? You probably don't want to. I don't know why I've shoved myself an AD in this battle, actually. We're much too high level for this. You might want to get other people's levels up. I don't know. Have to see. Right. Ooh, an assist, a rescue. Wow, well, that's a new one. A rescue means we can move people about, like one of those terrible arcade claws. Did you ever? I've never ever won something from. You know the kind of arcade claw I'm talking about? That, you know, is on the pretenses of you can never win anything, and then someone does win something from it. So you're like, okay, maybe it's not rigged, but it's definitely rigged. Yeah, exactly. You think those are rigged, and then I've met multiple people who have somehow managed to acquire some kind of, you know, godly talent at actually winning these things.
More success.
And I have no idea how they do it, or like what kind of trick they need to do to get it. I don't know. Maybe you just need precision or patience, or, you know, bribes. Either one of those 3 things to probably get the job done. The claw grabs something and then just before it gives a mistake. Yeah, exactly. It just drops it straight on. I don't know. Basically, what I'm trying to say is it's all a lie. Whatever they've been trying to tell you, you know, despite the fact that someone got some kind of, I don't know. I've been given a fish. Some people when I did my media class back in the good old days, where we could go to class. Some people in my media class, they went into the claw machine, and they were so good at the claw machine, they not only got like 1 prize out of it, they got 4 prizes. They got 4 prizes out of that claw machine, and I feel like it just plays favorites. That's what it does.
Take them out.
It doesn't mean that I got a nice, you know, pro bribed the operator. Yeah, they probably did. I wouldn't be surprised anyway. Oh, I might have shoved Ash into his death. Yeah, no, I think I have. Well, that's...
Maybe. I'm not.
Well, that's a good start to the stream. I've immediately killed Ash for no good reason. Well, time to go back in time. You know what that was? That was a not very good move on my point of view. Okay, that's fine.
I will get the victory.
Believe in yourself. I know. Even when he's dying, I'm still feeling sorry for him. It's a very sad way of, like, I don't know. He's such a nice guy. He's just such a nice guy.
Let us away.
It's like one of those people who, like, they're so nice that you're almost annoyed by how nice they are. You know, apart from Ash has his niceness in such a way that I can never be mad at him whatsoever. But I don't know, it just one of those people. I one of those people, like one of my mates who was just good at everything, and it was like I was really nice on top of it. And you're like, well, I can't dislike you because you're just really nice, but I also slightly dislike you because you're really nice. It's a weird kind of contradiction point. Of if you're nice, someone will still be like, meh, you're so nice that I have to. No. I know people like that. Such disgustingly good people. Yeah. Gonna slap him and say, be mean for once. That's exactly it. But then you're like, well, now I'm being mean at the nice guy for no reason apart from the fact that I'm too mean for them. Like,
I'm getting closer.
closer to what, Edelgard? And can I be a part of it? No? Okay. Weird. Okay. Flame probably wants to help out Petra, because Petra's kind of in the shitter at the minute. That's fine. I mean, they should learn to be mean when necessary. It was always... Well, exactly. I feel like going into the pretenses of the world will always want to kill you.
That was tough.
It's definitely a good idea. Always be too anxious to the point of being paranoid and thinking everyone is your enemy. That is what I think is a great way of dealing with things. What is a pomegranate? Why have you got a pomegranate? Why have you just acquired a pomegranate, Leonie? Where? Where did pomegranates grow that you've just found in the world? It's great. I don't know why. It's such a weird thing to have on you. Oh yeah, I just found this pomegranate in the garden. Oh, did you? Right, well, you just don't have anything. It's annoying. Okay, it's fine. You all level 15s? Yeah, level 15s, and I'm playing level 11 because, you know, she sends other people to do her assassinations. She doesn't do it herself. Your to hit range is shit. What's the point in you, Leonie? 78. Yeah, 78 is probably a better idea. Night Needler! Alan Watts said that a bit of wickedness is necessary in a person, like a pinch of salt is what makes the meal tasty. That's cool. I've always wanted to have one of those, like, be smart enough, or like have that kind of wisdom to say one of those cool quotes that other people would quote for the rest of their lives. I don't know, it just seems like a... Like, lots of people want to have legacy in the form of, I don't know, children, or like jobs, or like be immortalized as kind of statue. I just want someone to be like, I don't know, whoosh, quoted by Josh, and you just use that in like everyday context as some kind of wise quote that you go to, like a Master Oogway kind of situation. That's what I want to be. If one person does that at one point in their life, then that's the kind of legacy that's all I need. I can die happy then. If I'm shown, like, before I die, as someone in some random situation was like, you know what's a good idea right now? Quoting this random dude. That might just be because I take creative writing, and therefore everything I say and or do should be meticulously planned out to the point where someone thinks it's good writing. Maybe, I don't know. Boo doo doo doo. If in doubt, just sing the Fire Emblem songs. Master Josh, you said. Never trust a man who can't spell his own name. I hope so. I hope that does save someone's life one day. You never know what could save someone's life one day. It's like that thing of how, I don't know how many times you actually told this, but of like making your like climb up a tree if you're ever like attacked by a bear or something. You're like, well, how many situations in my life am I ever going to come face to face with a bear? And yet you remember it for some odd reason. You're like, well, I mean, bears, they could happen here in England, the place where no bears ever happen ever. It's like, well, I mean, who knows? Hey, look at you, Flame. Nosferatuing the shithouse dude. Good job, Flame. Good job prevailing like that. Can you attack? Oh, can't you, man? Sure. But then it's like, well, you don't actually climb a tree, or or you don't like play dead. So you play dead to stop a bear attack. See, I've already forgotten what I was actually said, but you don't actually. Yeah, that's for a specific bear. It's like it's only grizzly bears that you do that to. Anything else, like a black bear, because they're smaller, to apparently what you do to those ones is that you make yourself bigger and you like scream You like make yourself more intimidated than the bear, and then he's like, "Oh man, that guy's pretty pretty scary. I better get out of here." And then they run away. So you know, everything you hear, there's always some kind of caveat. Any kind of advice you get, there's always some other thing where there's always like my advice will always work, apart from in this one situation where it won't, and then you put yourself in that situation. I always forget, for some animals you play dead, for others you have to make a noise and scare them. Yeah, exactly. I like to think, good thing the most exotic wildlife around me is badgers. Badgers are vicious. I think anyway. At least I've seen. I don't know. Okay, I guess it's probably not a honey badger, but at least honey badgers I've seen are very vicious. Those little cretins. I just assume anyway. I don't know. I just think I tend to second guess most things. Mostly because I'm one of those children who is scared of everything and therefore must scrutinize everything I'm ever told. To make sure that I'm always in the most safe place I can be, which is why I never actually have any. I'm not very adventurous. You can probably tell from my consistent residence inside. I'm not very adventurous. But it's just like I don't really care much about traveling really as well, and it might just be because I've traveled to a couple. I've been lucky enough to travel to a couple different places anyway. Because I'm a posh middle-class boy, and therefore I've managed to go to places, and I'm very lucky for it. But I will never remember how lucky I am. That's always the thing. You must always remember as well. You're lucky. No matter what situation you're in, you're always lucky. There's always someone worse off, which is true. But sometimes I'm like, I mean, I get it. I would like to have some kind of period in my life where I could just, I can complain without someone getting too annoyed. I need an echo chamber of being annoyed. Master Josh, you said always be grateful and then got annoyed about having to always be grateful. We just don't include that bit in it. But yeah, so I think because I've traveled to like two quote-unquote exotic places, and so that's my traveling for me. I'm like, well, I've gone to two places in my life. That's all I really need to go. I think it's because nowadays you can almost experience so many places without having to go to them, And traveling, I think it's also, traveling kind of sucks. Like going on planes, I do not like going on planes. Not because I'm afraid of heights per se, but just you have to talk to or like go through so many social situations when going on the plane. Because you go through so many, I don't know. It's a weird thing to be annoyed about. But you have to like put your bag somewhere, so you have to talk to like the receptionist there. I say receptionist, I mean like an attendee of the place. That makes sense. But you have to talk to them about like your bag, and you have to make sure your bag isn't over the weight limit. And I never remember what the weight limit is or how big my bag is. And like, if you're posh, yeah. Oh, could you tell? But then, if you want to weigh up your bag, you have to like put it on like a weight thing, and then that weight thing could also have a line, and so you're in like two different lines, attendees or whatever. Yeah, I just get my butler to go and talk to them anyway, so it's fine. I just double clap my hands, and then someone comes. And then you have the people who feed you grapes as you lounge about on their chairs, and they don't come at the right times. I cannot believe this, and I have to go talk to the manager. It's complaining. I love complaining, but I only like complaining to people who can't do anything about whatever situation I'm complaining about. Because talking to someone who can actually fix it means that you have to, you have to complain. It's like, I don't like complaining to like companies or complaining to, or like getting something figured out. I don't know. It just, like talking with the phone and that kind of thing. Do not like doing that. If only I actually had a butler who could do it all for me. Why can't someone just live my life for me? That's what I think sometimes. And I can just look at it. I'd much rather observe someone else living a life than have my own life. Do 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 do. I wish after everything I said, just to add gravitas to it, I had this backing track of of battle music from Fire Emblem. Just it's almost like a bass lick. Wouldn't that be so much better for like your one-liners or to make something? That's what I think. Like comedians and stuff. I think it's so much easier to be funny when you're supposed to be funny. I think anyway, or like going to some kind of comedy thing where you're expected to laugh. I think it's easier to laugh with, which I think is such a nice thing. If your whole career is based off of like being funny, someone comes to you for this specific thing. It's not like a prod a stick and do it now kind of thing. It's a well, you've paid to be there, and so you're ready to be part the vibes, as the kiddies say. I assume anyway. I think it's nice to go and spend time somewhere for a while and experience a different culture, but just to go then gawk at the natives like most travel junkies do. Gawk at the native. Yeah, I don't know why you never. I think that's the main thing that I think about when it's like people talk about traveling. And I think about it in my own kind of context. I'm like, what would I even do in this new country if I'm not like. I want to go to Japan because there's so many things that I think I'd like to do in Japan. But if it's just like going to a place just for the sake of, I've never been there. I don't know. I feel like I need to have some kind of regimented, I don't know, almost plan, if you like, to make sure that I know what I'm doing, where I'm going, and like what I'm doing. Because otherwise, I think I'll just waste it. I'd waste my time there doing, I don't know, sitting inside like I do normally. It's like, well, you just went to a new country to do the exact same thing as usual. Well, people are the same everywhere. I go somewhere just to taste the yummy food, yeah. It's true, yeah. I think more often than not, I think, going to some place, you always be surprised about how similar other people are to you. And then you're like, well, everyone's the same as me. What's the point of being here? It's like, well, because I don't know what you'd expected. These people, they're from Africa, therefore they must have some kind of, they must all be, I don't know. It's almost like the mythos of going to a different country, and therefore they must be different. Just gonna speak a different language, it's unnecessary. Like, so many cultural things, I guess. Like, I don't know. It was my flatmate once went through, because people with my uni are from like a couple of different countries, so he went through and checked out their localized like sign language and like what is considered, because it's quite funny. I always remember a story I like heard or read that Waluigi from Mario Kart, at least in the Japanese version, whenever he wins, he does like a Japanese thing of he like celebrates by like like fist bumping or something like that, and like putting his hand on his arm or something. But it looks like the up yours if you're like American or something, and so they had to change it via localization so people didn't get offended that Waluigi was just, consistently offending people by screaming up yours whenever he won a race. So I think, maybe in sign language things might be different, but generally in the way people act, they will all be the same. Okay. I think that's always why I find it so weird how people can't get along most of the time. It's like, most of the time everyone is the exact same kind of blank slate of, like, of course you have different opinions and you have different, like, things, but you're the same in terms of, I don't know, being. You're still all human beings. I think that might be lost sometimes when you're arguing over whether or not, Edelgard is prettier than Bernadetta. Sometimes it gets a bit causes too much of a ruckus, and sometimes you need to remember that everyone's the same. Bernadetta will be just as pretty as Edelgard. Think of it in terms of oh, definitely not. Yeah. think I've brushed over this subject before of like how I'm almost like I always admire. Whoa! I'm admiring Ash right now for 3% crit chance. Ah, so cool, Ashykins. You're so cool.
So this
I
is how
love
it's
you.
done.
Ah, so cool.
Just like that.
Do you remember the uproar over the blue black? Yes, I do remember the uproar over the blue black and white gold dress. That was the dumbest thing I. Oh, okay. Like always, I tend to over exaggerate everything I ever say, but that was the dumbest thing I have ever heard in my entire life. I'm sure it tore families apart. I don't know why it was. It was so weird to me how you could care so much about a dress being, I don't know, one color or another color, where I guess it was just a thing of you want to be. I think, yeah, the TLDR of that was people will only care if they're correct. It was like it wasn't so much of a we don't actually care if the dress was actually black and gold or blue or black and white and gold. It was just, are we correct? Which, you know, I'm definitely privy to that myself. I must always be correct, and therefore, if I'm always correct, I can fuel my own, you know, superiority complex. But that's why I do anyway. That's why I will fight anyone who thinks that dress was white or gold. Or I can't remember what I thought it was. Someone just showed me a picture, and I just said it's a dress first, and they were like, no, what color is it? I was like, oh, I think I said black and blue. Maybe reasons why people start religious war. Yeah, religious wars. I think it's always such an ironic term. Yes, it was clean black and blue. It's always an interesting thing that I feel like of how, I don't know, ironic sometimes religion is in the terms of you have a whole I don't know, ethos around keeping the peace and bringing peace to somewhere, and yet most of the time you're inciting wars because your peace is different from someone else's peace. I think that's always an interesting tidbit of like how human nature works. Or we must always be at odds with someone. It's almost more I don't know. We strive more for finding conflict than we do finding peace. Like 69 critical, nice myself. Yeah, I think, I don't know. I'm always interested in seeing human thoughts and feelings about certain things, because completely contradicting my previous point of all humans being the same, we're all very different from each other. I always like the thing of being contradictory is what throws off. Like, if you've said something in the past, you then can never think of something different in the future, otherwise your viewpoint will be completely thrown out the window. I love that as a concept. Because I also think, along with human nature being to incite some kind of like conflict with each other, human nature is also to be contradictory with each other. That's how we work. And so, I don't know, it's always interesting to see people's views on, like, it's like flat earths. Like, I don't think I'd ever undermine someone who thought the earth was flat, so much so that I would just kind of ask them questions on why they think the earth is flat. Because I think it's more interesting knowing why someone thinks something rather than what they actually think anyway, or the methodology behind it. Like, if you have so much evidence for something, but you still think it's something else, I want to know why you would think that. And most of the time it would just be like, I don't know, because I looked at the earth and I saw it was flat, and that's why I think the earth's flat. It's like, well, despite being, you know, unfactual, it's still a logical decision based on what you've seen. Because we're now in a stage of like life where evidence is never enough. Like, we can never have enough evidence to prove something outright, and therefore someone will always think differently about it. Going back to my previous point of, you'll always try and find some kind of conflict somewhere. You know, if something if that dress is completely black and blue, there will still be someone who thinks that's white and gold for the sake of thinking it's white and gold. You know, so I don't know where I'm going with this. I never know where I'm going anywhere. It's one of those things where I try and preface some kind of topic of conversation to make me seem like I'm some kind of intellectual by continuously going on some kind of rant and throwing in things and pretending like I have some kind of different outlook on the world than someone else, some kind of insightful meaning to something. The logic behind the breast being white and gold doesn't make sense given the context of the photo. It said that the cool light makes the white look blue. That would be true in certain lighting, but right behind the dress is an actual black/white dress where the white is clearly white. Yeah, I still don't know how. I think I saw a video on how like some people saw it as white and gold, or some people saw it as black and blue, but I can never remember what the actual like science. Well, I say science, what the actual kind of like reasoning behind why it looked different to other people was like. I don't know. Boo doo doo doo. I don't want to give Bad Brothers XP. I'll never use her in my life. Let's give it to Bernie. Bernie has got some stuff. An iron bow. Go shoot an iron bow twice. One of my friends was convinced it was white and gold. I had to reevaluate our friendship. I love that. Yeah, sometimes someone says something and I've got a mate who consistently says something. I guarantee if I could bet my life on my mate saying something stupid like once every like 10 minutes, I would bet my life on it. That man says, I've never met someone who said so many wrong opinions consistently and followed through on them every single time. I'm like, how can you consistently be wrong so many times in one day and just prefaces it as the truth? It's hilarious. Yeah. And you have to sometimes you have to concede. Like usually we get into an argument about something, and I'd concede because I just see there's no out. There's no out in this argument. We'll be arguing for ages, and we just keep going over the same points. And that's all. That's all it ever comes to. Right, who are we facing now? Ah, more mindless goons, my favourite. Why don't they give names to all of these mindless goons? Why is it only Kingdom Soldier? What do I want to know their backstories, their true loves, their, you know... Yeah, the old smile and nod tactic. Same with Santi countless times. Yeah. Yeah, I've used the smile and nod tactic so many times to the point where whenever someone like one of my biggest things that I was always on the edge of my seat about when I was at like sixth form is meeting someone you kind of know but don't really know, and whether or not to acknowledge their presence or to just completely ignore them. And so I always tended to go with an eyebrow raise and a kind of half nod to someone if I've seen them before and I've had a conversation, because it's subtle enough where if they weren't paying much attention they wouldn't actually like see that I'm doing it, but I like to think it was obvious enough where they know that I'm still acknowledging their presence. But it came to the point where sometimes I'd do it and then I was confused. I would be concerned whether or not they actually realized that I was acknowledging their presence or not, because they would smile at me and then I just kind of, you know, stoically raise my eyebrows, which just kind of looked like I was surprised that they were there in this sixth form that I've come to know them in. I don't know. What am I doing with these people? Ferdinand. We have to use him at some point, don't we? At some point. Not today, but we have to use him at some point. Because, you know, even though I despise Ferdinand, I despise Constance, you have to make sure you're using and making sure they're there and happy, because at some point in the future, it might not be from my own personal, you know, look of them. I don't particularly want them to be happy. I don't particularly want them to continue on living, but you're still going to get some kind of ending, you know, because they're here on the team now, and therefore we have to be stuck with them. And so I have to give some kind of, you know, attention towards them. They warrant some kind of smile and nod, per se, of their presence, otherwise they'll just be sitting in some kind of storage container. Being a manager must suck. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think of. You hear a lot of like stories about, at least I've heard a lot of stories from my mates about their managers being assholes, and it's like, yeah, I can get why a manager would be an arsehole, and I can also get why someone would be very annoyed that their manager is an arsehole. And it's always a lose-lose situation at that
Ferdinand
point.
von Ayer.
I forget every time I click on your dumb orange main, I hear I am Ferdinand von Ayer at every point in time. Ugh.
Well done. Stay focused.
I will prevail. I will get the victory.
I don't think I could
Let's
ever
get
deal
to
with
it.
being a manager. I don't think I deal with power very often. I think it goes much to my head like some kind of dictator, I think.
I'll give it my all.
To work.
I don't think I'd be a very good dictator either.
The sun.
I'd tell us one of those. I'd love to try being a dictator for a day. I wonder whether I can sign up for that. I would like to sign up to be a dictator for a day. I don't know where the sign up sheet is for this, but I'd love to be a part of it.
A great help.
There we go. Now, just telling. I like to see what you could tell someone as a dictator before they'd actually be like, you know what, let's have our peasant rebellion now. Obviously, it would be a peasant rebellion. Being the posh boy that I am, it would always be, you know, the lesser people that would be coming up against me and my posh regime. I'd like put forth some kind of edict about crumpets with tea, and then the peasants wouldn't like that. So then they'll have their revolt. I think that's definitely how I would lose my dictatorship, through a revolt, most likely a peasant revolt. For they probably didn't like the look of my, you know, we must every house must own a dog, despite being allergic to them. I don't think they like that particularly, you know, another mouth to feed, that kind of thing. Or I don't know, whenever there's a new video game, everyone must play it at once. Yeah, I don't think they like that edict either.
Now you know your limits.
I can
Right,
fight through anything.
Ferdinand. You can't fight for anything, actually. I don't think you could fight through, I don't know, some kind of wall. I doubt you could fight through a wall, Ferdinand. I doubt you could fight through a swamp. Fight in a swamp. Horrible. I don't know why they ever put them in video games. I hate them. It's the worst. We'll put constants up here.
May my foes someday forgive me.
Oh, I forgot
I am
your
Ferdinand von Ayer.
sad. I am Ferdinand von Ayer. Shut up. God, every
Only a
single
fool
second with you
challenges
is
me.
just like, I am Ferdinand von Ayer. And you get a shit level up too. Man, good job, Ferdinand. I'd like to take your goddamn orange mane and shove it into some kind of slushy. Do you ever have slushies? I don't think I remember always finding slushy machines, but never using one from what I remember. I think it was always just kind of there. I'd never really care enough to get it, because I think we had one in our school, maybe. Like, they had just put it in, but there's always be some kind of line. Like, I never get hot dinners in my secondary school, because you'd have to talk to the... Oh, sorry, Leonie, did you just miss a 92% chance to hit someone? That is disappointing. But you'd always have to ask, like, tell the person behind, like, the cook or whatever, what you'd wanted from the hot dinner thing. And I was always too shy to do that, so I'd never have a hot dinner in my life at secondary school. I just stick with my cold, you know, chicken mayo sandwich. And it was, with all due respect, that chicken mayo sandwich was amazing still. You know, normally people don't really have much to say about a meal deal, but man, did I love meal deals. Meal deals were great. If, you know, slightly, you know, you'd have to know that I pledged my loyalty to Tesco very early on in my sixth form days. because their meal deal was 50p. I don't know why I'm regaling you upon the tales of meal deals from British supermarkets. However, Tesco meal deals were a whole 50p less than the meal deals in Co-op, and like that shit, you know, that had my loyalty from the get-go. What's the tastiest thing in Tesco like a snack? That's an interesting question actually. One that requires lots of distinct research and questionnaires. I'd say personally I'm quite privy to a Kit Kat. I do enjoy Kit Kats. I'd always have like a singled Kit Kat chunky with my chicken mayo sandwich. That was my go-to. I don't know why I prefer Kit Kat chunkies over just normal Kit Kats. I don't know why I'm weird like that and have a preference as if they're not the exact same thing. But I do. Yeah, Kit Kat chunkies, they're like a picture like a normal Kit Kat. If like the normal Kit Kat of like a two Kit Kat was like fused together and then like morphed to like one. If those two Kit Kats were like conjoined twins and therefore were fused together at birth, that's the kind of width of a Kit Kat chunky, and it's just one bar.
Not as hard as I thought.
Because yeah, it's like a layer of wafers. Yeah, it was nice because you always have the social pressure, I think anyway, of having a Kit Kat, because there's you know, you break it in the middle. It's always that social pressure of if you eat a Kit Kat in just now out in the world, when you break apart a Kit Kat in two and you're out with mates, I don't know, it feels like you should be offering half of your Kit Kat to someone because you split it in half anyway to eat it. And I don't know, a Kit Kat chunky never has that kind of added totally made up in my head social pressure of offering the pretenses of a new Kit Kat to someone of whom doesn't deserve it, for they did not spend the like £1 on the Kit Kat that I did.
I sped a weakling to their demise.
Basically what I'm trying to say is that most of my time was spent in sixth form of constantly judging the rest of my peers in sixth form for thinking that they wanted a Kit Kat that was never offered to them before. That's what I'm trying to say. It was layered in layers of, you know, social worry at the fact that these people will hate me because I haven't offered them the Kit Kat that they didn't deserve, quite frankly, nor should they have deserved it. They didn't. They didn't get the pocket money from their mother like I did. No. They probably worked like normal, proper people. Anyway, we're fighting more soldiers. Hashtag push dodge. There's a reason why it rhymes. How should I have to kill this? I don't know. I've always wondered how I haven't been how I was never bullied in school. With some of the things I say sometimes, I'm like, man, I'm so glad I also went to posh areas. Otherwise, if I set foot in some kind of non-posh area, I would be like taken to the cleaners and shown so many like facefuls of dirt. I'd like to say, if there's anything you learn in school, it's knowing who you can get away with like making a snide comment at. Or like bantering with. I think that's something you definitely learn in school. Picking your fights, that's something you learn in school. Picking your fights. There was always a thing of, because I went to a fairly nice like multi-church, I can't remember what it's called, like a multi-church school, I can't remember, inter-churches, I think how they pretensed it, an inter-church school. And so, you know, the very thought of another student raising their fists to harm another student was, you know, unheard of. where I grew up for most of my life. And so when you go into sixth form, where you get kind of lumped in with a bunch of other people from like all kinds of different schools, and then you get, is that around the UK? I'm not too sure actually. I don't know how many interchurch schools there are, or how many church schools there are in the. I don't know. I don't think there are too many. Well, I think if there are, I think that it's getting less and less. But generally, the thing about them is that it's the kind of, it's almost a weird assumption, but it's the thing of because it's a interchurch school and like the kind of I don't know, symbolism of that. You are these parents, I think, because they're kind of an older generation. Me being the youngin that I am. They think of it as like a better school just because it's a church school, which I always find quite amusing, considering half the kids there were not religious at all. They were just there because their parents thought it was a better school than a non-church school for whatever reason. But yeah, and so like there was never any kind of. I think the most drama we'd ever have in one scenario would be, I don't know, one girl saying the other girl is a smelly poopy head, and then where everyone's like, oh my god, how dare she say that, or whatever. And then I remember in like my induction day in sixth form, I was talking to a guy and he was like, yeah, we had like a fight a week. I was like, my god, if we had a fight a week, I'd be dead. Within the week, I'd be dead. Just via like a kind of innocent bystander caught in the crossfire, you know, who couldn't get out in time. I think, yeah. If I were to ever die in any kind of conflict, it would be trying to get away from the conflict as an innocent bystander. I don't think I could ever bring myself to follow a conflict through enough to be in a fight. I think I'd always back down. if the going got tough, I'd always back down. That's another thing I admire about people, having confidence in themselves that they could win a fight to the point of like following through a kind of an argument where they're like, oh, if you want to have a go, then let's have a go. And yeah, it's the guts on people sometimes. I never really realized just how gutsy some people are until they start, you know, throwing their hands, as the youth say. It's always a cool. It's always quite fun to figure out like things you can admire about some people that most of the time people do not admire at all. Like you have to give credit where it's due, despite them being whatever it is that you think they are. Gutsy aka, yes, exactly. Gutsy aka stupid. They're at least suffice to say their chances of surviving in some kind of, you know, they definitely harm their survival chances by being so gutsy aka stupid. However, I'm sure they do earn brownie points in whatever kind of laddish circles that they circulate. So until you win some, you lose some, I guess. I'm so surprised about how like quickly time goes. Like next week is my final week of like the first year of my uni course. I'm like, oh my god, I've done a whole year, whatever I'm supposed to have been doing. That's impossible. I have no idea how we've come to this. Like I said, because there's so much time that's been spent in like, inside and indoors, and so kind of days kind of merge together. And I'm like, man, not only have I been doing that, yeah, unbelievable how time is flying, yeah. I'm like, man, I've been technically streaming on Twitch for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 months now. Like, wow, I have no idea how I've managed to keep up some kind of form of normality to keep up. Like, I'm terrible at keep up schedules, despite always wanting a plan. I never follow through with a plan to remember how plans go. And the week's passed so fast now, it feels like the week just started now. Tomorrow's Friday. Exactly! I have no idea what I've done with my time. It's absolutely crazy. And I feel like if time is moving so fast now, and I'm I'm only at the ripe old age of 19, and at some point in the future, it's gonna move. Because they always say time moves much more slowly when you're younger, because it's a larger part of your life these days, and that's why the older you get, the faster time flies, because it's a smaller part, like a smaller percentage of your life. But like, if time is moving so fast now, I'm gonna. Did you miss a 92% chance, Edelgard? I'm chalking that up to your recent girly chats with Monica. She's, you know, throwing your confidence off balance and your focus. But yeah, if I think time's going fast now, then in however many years in the future, I'm gonna wake up. It's gonna be like 2 years. And I thought it's only been a day. Should we have a kill? Yeah.
Are we done?
Okay. I'll move you into kill. Yeah. Oh, anyway, I've talked a lot of absolutely junk. Surprisingly so. Yeah, I've been getting just more and more crazy as like normally my kind of approach towards schoolwork has been ignore it until I can't ignore it and then do it super fast to the point where it looks super rushed and terrible. However, I can't exactly do this for my like upcoming like Japanese test because languages. My biggest problem with languages is the fact you can't you can't cheat them or you can't like fake it till you make them a language. It's either you know the things or you don't know them. Which is probably why I struggle with them so hard. Like with something like creative writing or English, you can more or less stumble your way through. But with the languages, I guess it's probably the same for someone learning English. Probably more so for someone learning English, because English is probably the hardest language to learn. I don't know. Japanese is up there though. My God, how many alphabets? Shocking.
Much appreciated.
I say it's just because kids are constantly learning and very present. The more new things you learn and experience, the more your brain processes it as so many new things. Oh, there must have been a lot of time in which that has happened. Oh, that makes a lot of sense actually. That does make a lot of sense. That's probably why I think days are going so quickly, because I don't do anything in them. Yeah, that does make a lot of sense. Hilarious, but yeah, hilarious amount of sense. I guess, yeah, that's man. I never thought about it that way. I mean, my routine is pretty constant. Yeah, it's weird how a constant routine is almost like as detrimental. Detrimental is the wrong word to use, but as blinding as a like unorthodox, you know, crazy out of nowhere yada yada kind of thing going on. If you take a day as like completely random, you'd figure out more of your day because it just happens naturally. Maybe planning out your day makes it seem, I don't know, smaller, shorter. To be honest, I probably had to live more of my life to realize being. I always like talking about life as if I've lived it for like 50 years or something. This is what I've learned in all my years, all my numerous experiences in life. Probably the brain just goes, all the same. Yeah, like scanning a barcode of one item at the supermarket and multiplying it with the rest. Don't know if that makes it. No, that makes a lot of sense. I remember that because when I worked at a toy shop, we did that a lot. If it was like the same item, you just scan one barcode and just type in like that's 5 of the same thing. I guess life at the minute is just a lot of the same thing of living inside and doing your work indoors and that kind of thing. Well, eventually we'll get back to normality, even though this is the same kind of normality of my normal life. Maybe it's just supposed to be a wake-up call for all of us shut-ins. We're supposed to be like, well, if a global pandemic has gone on and it's still not changed my daily routine at all, maybe I should start quote-unquote living life as someone who hasn't lived like I have would say. You're not living life, man. If you haven't gone to like Ibiza or gone to a concert or something. I'm actually
So
like in
nice of you.
quarantine now. Yeah, it's been absolutely no different than normal. If anything, it's actually been quite nice for me because it means I don't have to go outside for anything. Like I, even like if I have a mate or someone who's normally quite like likes to go out and like drag me along because you know I'm the introverted shy mate who never goes out for anything. I can now be like, well, it's quarantine, so I don't have to go outside. I can huddle up here and shut the curtains and never look outside. Right, who do I want to get this XP? Ashton 16, 17, 16. Okay, well, I'll better get it then.
My heart is
Nice.
full of victory.
My heart is full of victory. Yes, yes, I'm sure it is,
I am
Petra.
greater now.
Petra's showing rather a lot of like, yes, she is. Constance, the MVP? That is disappointing. Don't want to see that again in my face. I'd much rather see Petra showing off a lot more of her leg than Constance being the MVP. God. Just, once again reminded of how I don't know why I was always doing quite well actually when I do work of drinking warm tea because my mind is much more occupied on wanting to drink tea rather than doing work, and so normally I drink quite warm tea when doing work. But when playing video games, consistently drinking cold tea, always drinking cold tea. I was like, man, I just made myself this cup of tea before the stream. And then who was the disco character in the lower left corner? There was a disco character? I was not paying attention at all. I want to know who that was now. Maybe it was Michael Jackson. Who knows? I'm assuming he's a disco character. It was a greenhead. Oh, greenhead sprite. Maybe it was. I don't know. Was it Flame? They like doing the kind of as a homage to the older games. They like having a sprite version of all the characters. So like this. You see it by Flame Priest. It's got a pixel character. Doing Saturday Night Live disco dance. I'd like to know what that is actually. I don't think I've ever seen that. I've watched a fair bit of Saturday Night Live, but it's not being British. Saturday Night see that that I know much more. Flawless, yes. Facepalm.
I shall accept it.
That reminds me of when, because I take everything at like almost face value. I was chatting to someone and get this, at one point in my life I was considered to what many people would say some kind of stud, and I was talking to someone of the opposite gender. It seems like some kind of faraway fever dream at now.
I
But,
could do as much in my sleep.
I remember she said she liked ABBA, but she typed it, but it was typo to something else. It was like, I don't know, APA or something. And because I just took it at face value, I was like, I never looked into it anymore. I was like, well, I've never heard of APA before. And she was like, no, it's ABBA. And I don't know, I almost felt more secondhand embarrassment from her having a typo and then me reading it wrong and just taking it at face value that it was actually her typo.
Can't say.
Sounds like something I would say too. Yeah.
I'm a quick study.
It's weird how, like, at the same time, how scrutinizing I am of the human race, and then how utterly gullible I am in everything. Talk to Shamir because she's got a green face. Look how happy that face is in the top right. Such a happy face. Here's a thing I've heard via friends. about the fact that I don't know if it's one of those newfangled internet things
Let's
that
do the
all the youngins are talking about, but apparently just using the normal
Let's do this
laughing emoji face is considered basic now, and you have to use the like slightly tilted to the side laughing face.
I'm finding
That's
my
more engaging than using a normal laughing face, because everyone uses a normal laughing face now. I was like, why is yeah, I was so behind. I'm like, first of all, that's such a stupid thing to think about someone being basic on. The fact that they use a laughing emoji instead of the slightly tilted to the right laughing emoji. And secondly, it's like, ugh, I don't know why you'd think about all this text lingo mumbo jumbo and I never get my head around. I'd much rather them just like, like me texting probably comes off as much more formal than usual than other people my age, because I use like, I don't know, normal words and like punctuation, like commas. I don't use any full stops. I think I'm more I'm hip enough, as the kids would say, to realize that I shouldn't be using full stops at the end of my texts to seem cooler. But yeah, I definitely still use commas and all that jazz. And I did think I very rarely use like TTYL for talk to you later. I don't think I've ever even said talk to you later in text before. But if I did, I definitely would use TTYL. I don't know what other ones are, but some of that ilk. I'm like, meh. Who should we shove on a horse? Shove Leonie on a horse. And like, I don't know, Shamir? They need to be on horses in the future.
Friend.
Hello. Sword and bow skills? No. Shut up, Yuri. Some texting sounds like an alien code language, yeah. Manuela is doing... Oh, I mean, I guess. I guess. We'll see how she's doing.
Oh, settle down and stop with the knocking. I'll be there in 2 shakes.
2 shakes? 2 shakes of a bird's tail? You were sleeping.
Oh, dear. Professor? Is that you?
Yes, knock knock.
Just a moment.
I don't think she realizes we're just here to, you know, check out the books she has on offer and not something else.
What should I do? I can't open
Oh, is she
the door
trying
in
to sound like
this
Marilyn?
state.
Yeah, I get that kind of vibe from her as well.
Manuela, you simply must quit oversleeping.
Oversleeping is a great way of feeling even more tired than you should be, Manuela. I have no idea what you mean.
Where are my clothes? I can't even find my... Where in blazes is my underwear?
Quick, Professor! Look through the tiny lock on the wall. Can you see through it?
Oh, what is my dressing robe belt caught on?
She is gonna walk out in a silky dressing gown. Why, hello there, Professor. I didn't realize you were there.
I can't
Flips
tie
hair.
this properly. It's not even covering. Oh, Manuela. This will have to do.
This game is quite risky, yes. Well, it's made by the Japanese. You know how frisky they are. Just classic blanketing over generalization statement there. It's fine. We'll continue. I can hear you. Are you okay? I think is a better
I'm
version.
fine.
This is how porn movies start.
Oh, just hold on a moment.
Perchance, are you stuck? Or do you need a plumber and or mailman or pizza delivery guy to come and help you, and you have no money and need to pay some other way? No? Okay.
Hello. Sorry to have kept you waiting.
Yeah.
So,
Just out here for
what do
fucking
you
half an
want?
afternoon. What were you doing? I definitely couldn't hear you from this
Excuse me?
side of the door.
You had a reason for coming here, I assume. I've put a lot of time and effort into making it possible to talk with you, you know.
Uh-huh. Soz.
No, you've done
mate.
nothing wrong. Let's just say I'm not having a good day.
Join the club.
Actually, I didn't have a good night.
Join the club.
Never mind. What did you want anyway?
Play Scrabble. Scrabble? About last night. What happened last night?
You heard from him? The fellow
Oh.
from last night? Huh. What did he have to say?
Manuela, love. Your melons are popping out your dress. Sorry, dearie. If you could just, put them back in place. Get some kind of, I don't know, covering for that. No? Okay. He said we will never go out together again. Well, don't shoot the messenger, Manuela.
Yeah, figures. Kind of saw it coming, actually.
Really?
That's why I came back to my room and went to bed. To get over it. Thank you for checking in on me. Was that all you wanted?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I also found some kind of new device which covers not only the legs, but also the shoulders and the chest. It's called any t-shirt available, quite frankly, or any, normal dress.
Well then,
You could use one of
good
those
night.
as well. Oh, yeah, see ya. Sleep well. Great! C support! Wow! Oh, it's a star on the calendar. You know what that means? It's the Holy Kingdom of Argus founding day today. Oh, wow. There's a sprite. Oh, he's talking about the sprite of the main protagonist. Hey, it's Bernie and Linhart. Hello, Bernie and Linhart.
This is my favorite. You've got great taste.
Thank you, Bernie. I do have great taste.
This is my favorite. I am rather
Is
happy
it?
you went out of your way to pick it, Professor.
You're welcome. The bond has grown stronger than ever. I think it's just our lovely little tiny character sprite
I'm counting on
pissing
you.
around.
Yes, understood.
Wow, what a nice nice conversation between
Good night,
friends.
Professor.
I'm counting on you. Yes, you are. Great. Good. Even. No, my favourite part is seeing all the little bars go up. Makes it seem like progress is being made. It's fun. Why is Ash learning a axe? It's a weird thing for them to learn.
I won't
why you
forget all
said
I've
that.
learned.
I forget that
hearing
you've
it.
learned that, to be honest. Good job. Good job, students. Pat pats, clap claps. Good job. Oh, it's Marianne's birthday. Oh, really? Should we give her flowers, give her host a tea party to Marianne, who is tired horsely? Oh, we'll host a tea party for Marianne. Why not? We have a lot of tea, and not very many people to give this tea to. So, Marianne is the tired lady who likes petting horses. So we have things in common, aka a love of petting horses. Not that I've ever petted a horse. I just assume it'd be quite nice to do. Have some classic herbal tea blended with Angelica.
Did you need something from me?
Oh yeah, she's also just as antisocial as I am, which is also a collective trait that we all share. She also looks just about as tired as I do on a regular basis as well, so... Let's us talk! Here, let's talk about forest birds. You seem like a lady, like some kind of Disney princess. I found a bird the other day. It was called Robin, a Christopher Robin, in fact, and then we went on some wonderful adventures with more forest birds. I'll just continuously talk about Christopher Robin and his numerous tales and adventures, along with some bear with a t-shirt and no trousers who liked honey, and a strange fish in the pond. I'm glad you're one-tone enough that I can just talk about animals and it'll be all fine. I found numerous dog videos.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to say.
Just listen to me. I very much like the the sound of my own voice. So just let me ramble on. Disagree. No. Chat. Admonish. Admonish sounds like I don't actually know what that means, but chat. There we go. Is Marianne a date? No, I think she's just a she. You don't know these days people have weird pronouns. Uh, uh, weird pronouns. Uh, yeah, people are called a whole lot of different things. Oh, I didn't actually know you liked that thing that I just gave you, but good, I'm glad you did. Well, get some sleep, lady. That's a banter. Good nods and banter. Oh, the game said they enjoyed. Oh, I see. I think that was just because the developers didn't want to code in specific he or she's.
Thank you very much for the tea. I look forward to doing this again.
Yeah, no problem. I think my only problem with pronouns is trying to remember them all. You know, like I'm like 9 times out of 10 I'm going to get it wrong. So just correct me and be okay with correcting me, because I'll just forget,
done me a
basically.
great service.
I'm fine with calling you whatever the fuck you want to be called. I couldn't care less. But you're gonna have to deal with having to remind me of what I'm supposed to say.
Appreciate
Good.
it.
I did a bunch of things apparently. Wow. Don't know what those things were, but I did them, so that's cool. Now we're going to continue pumping steroids into our character via all of these niceties that we've found from people, aka I believe Leonie had something, and I think we just got a couple things. Yeah, there's a secret book here, which is dexterity by 2, which we will trade in for our door key. You'll take your pomegranate, which don't actually know why you have a pomegranate on you. Dexterity as well, very nice. Anything else? No. Okay, good. Because like always, the more stats we have, the more students we can recruit. And the more students we can recruit means the more shipping we can do. And if there's one thing that they know about me is that I'm a certified sailor and love shipping. Should we look through some support? We could. I will save it for after whatever we're about to go and do. Because, you know, as much as I love listening to other people talk, I much prefer listening to myself talk. Because I must be at the center of everything. Let's go check out a seminar. How about that? A seminar about... what do we need? Magic. Faith, sorry. I think we need faith and stabbies. I think we'll take some faith and stabbies. That might be quite nice. Yeah. Wow. Thanks for your cool seminar, Manuela. I'm listening intently to your every word. Okay.
Practice yields
Good.
results.
I'm getting better at this.
Good. Good for you. Nice. And we are at an important story battle where important things happen. Oh, we're going back to the... I remember what we're doing today. We're going back to the place at the start of the game where we found all of the boys. Because it's like some village and there's something happened to this village that was important to someone somewhere. I remember. Let's go check out the mission then. Oh, wait a second. Certifications. Let me go check out some certifications. Where is... Nini is a cavalier unit. Flane could be someone different if you wanted you to. Hanneman 2 and Manuela and Shamir. Okay, that's fine. Give me a monk if you wanted to. Oh, didn't know. Okay. Mission accomplished. To the Calamity. Calamity Ganon. Right, please regale me of your tale, Fire Emblem. Tell me your deep characterization.
We've got to go now.
Hey, Daddykins. What's going on? Question mark.
The situation in Ramire Village has changed drastically. We don't know much more than that.
I was about to ask how
We're
drastically, but
hearing
I'm guessing I
reports that
can't.
the villagers are killing each other. Some say houses are burning.
What?
Regardless, we need to move.
Villagers killing each other? Oh my goodness. Oh god. Those sound bad. Those sound like bad things. Yeah, they do look very zombie-like, don't they? And very veiny.
Help! Somebody please help!
I don't know why a child is yelling help is quite funny to me. It probably says something more about myself than anything, but I don't know, just the fact of like a bunch of like guttural grounding and then some dumb kid going like, "Oh my god, please! My leg!" Killing, obviously.
This is horrific. It's even more revolting. More terrible than I expected.
It really is horrifying.
Yes, we must find a way to save this village.
I mean, I'd hope so. I didn't think we were about to walk
but if
away.
we are not careful about how we proceed, we will only increase the death toll.
The villagers are
smoky.
attacking each other. Let's knock them all out one by one.
Yeah, that'll work in about 4 hours, Caspar.
Oh, so reckless. You do know that if we mess up, we will either kill or be killed, right?
Ah, this is the lay of the land, Linhardt. Kill or be killed.
Still, we cannot just stand here twiddling our thumbs and doing nothing.
I kind of hope you stand there and twiddle your thumbs, Ferdinand. I do not want you to speak one more word.
I'd really like to go home now. But there's no time for thoughts like that.
Thank you for voicing those thoughts. That I would all too like to go home as well. Kick back, relax, have a cup of
To
tea.
help them.
Yep.
I am waiting for your orders with full readiness.
Sorry, I forgot we have to go for everyone to do their one-liners
Wait.
before we, just so we
Those
don't forget
people
about them.
over there, they seem to be observing the chaos. They must be behind this.
The evil
Eliminate
people?
them and rescue all of the unafflicted villagers.
You got it, 80. I am ready, willing, and prepared to do exactly that thing you said I had to do, which is kill off the dudes that you said I should. Definitely didn't forget what you said. Lost in your eyes, I'd say. Ah. Are we gonna have to kill poor innocent people? Oh, man. Moral decisions. Okay. Oh, well, there's Gerald. Fucking, what a tank, level 17. Do we actually want to? It's Tomas! Why is he here? Because he's evil, that's why. Ah, what an I crushed an Ado got restored, yeah. I fucking knew it. He's green now, and green stands for good, but it can also be green for ghastly, a ghastly goon. Because you never trust hunchbacks, especially of Notre Dame. Right.
Well,
So I think I'm gonna replenish everyone's battalions before we start. That'd be a good idea. Repair Petra's steel sword? Or maybe I want to upgrade it into a steel sword plus. What? Upgrades? Upgrades, people. Upgrades. Yes, that's a good idea myself.
Thanks a bunch.
Thanks a bunch. This is my
Is that
attempt
the one? Thanks
to
a bunch.
voice act the next bunch of market people for the next Fire Emblem game. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Whoa, I'll give you this one. Oh my god, that sounds great. I'll take this off your hands. Is that the one you want? Oh, definitely. Hey, how about this? Is that the one? Of course. That's great. Thank you for your service. I appreciate your patronage. 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 I appreciate your money. I love money. Money, money. I don't know if you hire me based on that, but, you know, it'd be cool if you did. Okay. Is that all I want? I think so. I won't come back soon. I hate you and everything you stand for. Let me quickly choose the actual people who I want to have on this mission. just not any of you. We want Dorothea not as an adjunct, but as an actual person. Laneheart's quite nice in this area as well. How many people we got left? 2 Polo slots. Happy's a nice magic user. Balthus is a nice tank. Is that everyone? How many people was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. That's a 5 and 5, and then 1 adjunct. Who do you want to hang out? Set. Set like Caspar with Dorothea, just so they can, you know, hang out and be busy mates and what have you. And what else do I want? Oh, I wanted to. Oops. I wanted to change. How do I change your? Combat arts. Combat arts? Abilities is what I want to do. Because, yeah, you're not going to use Lancing at all, or Faith, because you can't use Faith. I would like Battalion Vantage, though. And White Magic Evasion? Well, I mean, we're not going to use any of these, are we? So, yeah, that's fine. Edelgard, what do you have here? Model Leader. Oh, that's very nice, isn't it? Axe, Authority, Battalion, Lance Breaker. Oh, that's very nice. You don't use black magic at all. Battalion Endurance takes half damage. Ooh, that might be quite nice. Ooh, I say. Ooh, isn't this nice? Gambits. I don't really use fucking gambits at all. That's fine. Oh, I mean, it's a good. Ah, it's fine. Authority. Ah, no, it's fine. Petra. Axe Breaker. Axe Breaker. Yeah. Ash. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're not fine. Ooh, Rally Charm. I don't actually know what Charm does. I've had no idea what Charm's been doing so far, but I'm sure it's quite nice. Balthus? Black Magic Crit. When using Black Magic, you don't use Black Magic. Do you use Faith? You can't yet, so you're fine actually. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Oh, I don't actually use any of you guys else. Good. And now we will save. Oh, I've... Ah, you can see me saving way too many times in too many slots. Well then, let's save just in a random thing like back over here then. Good. And let us start the battle. Oh no. I want to switch you up there. Try and kill. Okay, so we need to try and save all the villagers. So we need to kill all these bad boys. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? Flyers. So a flying person would be quite nice right here. Do I have any? I don't think I have anyone on a Pegasus. Pegasi. I might try and get someone on there though. Who can? Petra. Can you quickly how do I? Can I move anyone to be? Yeah, reclass. Can I not have you take a exam now? No, you can't. It's annoying. Okay, so we don't have a flyer, which is quite nice in this area, but it's fine. Begin the battle now, or... yes. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. We'll do this and this. Let us start the battle. Or let's save again, and then start the battle. Good. Panic saving. Begin! Root the enemy. Got it. Does Happy sigh only when she wants to, or can we make a sigh? I don't know.
There are
I
some
thought maybe
suspicious
it'd be
looking
something we
ruffians
could
out
do,
there.
but I don't
Our
think we
top
can
priority is to
anymore.
rescue the villagers. Got
Maybe
it?
it's only a cool thing they can have in like specific story missions. I'm not too sure. I'm guessing it would be a bit OP
I'll
if we
rein
could just
in
have
the
a sigh all
villagers
the
who've
time.
turned violent. You focus on rescuing the others.
Okay. Save the villagers. Sounds good to me. How do we get over to that villager over there? We go up there. Okay. How we save the people over here? We have to run very fast. That guy might get destroyed. 9 damage. Okay. How do we get over there? Can we traverse through there? No. We go through here. Okay, so it's fire. Okay, so that's fire. That's so fire, bro. Steel bow. Oh, that's actually killed. Oh, these guys are strong. Oh, these are strong boys with strongness in them. That's a challenge. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Okay. Fine. Here's what we're gonna do.
Let's get to it.
Can we charge you into there? Yeah. Oh, I won't do very much damage though, which is annoying. Okay, Balthus, can you do much? Well, you can get him down to, you know, not exactly death, but you can get him close. If I wanted to buy Javelin actually for Leonie to use the back lines. Oh! Kill, kill, they say. Unfortunately, Rampaging Villager, as much as I love to keep you from death, I'm gonna have to kill you in cold blood, because you are trying to murder other innocent people. And quite thankfully, I'm not about that life. Good punches, Balthus. Balthy boy. Good Balthusing. Probably need like here. Right. We'll go fire. Set this place on fire without a magical lighter. Okay. Oh, you're level 14. Oh, I should have given you the XP for that. What a shame.
That's my cue.
You can fire. Yep, nice. And then Layheart can come up here. Fire you.
Oh no.
Bring Bernie like over here and finish the job. Yep. And then we can have Edelgard and
I will
Petra
prevail.
move up. Like up here.
I will
Oh,
get
there's
the
a
victory.
better box over there. Look at this box. Look at this Chesterino hiding away in the corner. You guys hiding away your chests like that. Crazy dudes, you. Oh, I can attack someone. Who can I attack? Oh, this guy. We only have 2 left in the Sword of Creator, so we won't do that. Uh-oh. Ooh, he takes those like a champ. Ooh, he also takes that like a champ. He takes that also like a champ. Less so, really, but, you know. Ooh, good dodge, Petra. Nice. Okay, you're also getting hit. We can only take 1 more hit, annoyingly. Okay, Balthus kills that guy. Nice work. Number 16. Lovely. That guy's... Ooh, he doesn't actually go to attack. Ooh. Wait, how many people are we trying to save? A lot of people. Ooh. Freaking Gerald is a goddamn high-horsed mastermind. Did you see that? Sitting across his valiant steed. Punch. Where do they get their swords from? I want to know. There's Geralt, take some XP from us, that's fine. Oh, they're running. Oh, good. Run, 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 run. Oh, you missed. Yeah. Okay. So, our main... Hey, Tomas.
The one giving commands in the back. I'm certain that's Tomas the librarian.
What a fiend! What deathly betrayal! Tomas! Oh, wow. If only I cared about you at all. 54% to hit that guy. He's so far away, we'll never reach him in time. We might do, actually. Leonie might be able to get there just about in time. If Falfus kills you... Uno dos. How far can you go, Leonie? Not very far at all. Ah, I might be able to run like through. Can you run through here? Oh, you can. Okay, maybe you'll be able to get to safety. I don't actually want Leonie stood on fire. Really, might do a bit of damage to her feetsies. And we don't want people to be dying of their feetsies. Go, Ash! Hit him! Good job, buddy. Let us have... Edelgard can protect... we kind of want Petra to go up here and save this guy. So we'll have... None of our guys are particularly hurt very much. We can have... Happy anyone from here? Oh, she can. Fire, you don't kill any. Oh, you do kill a banshee, which is nice. Death and destruction. That's what I crave, and that's what I bring. Good job, Happy. Bad level up though. Not the best. Appreciate if you did better. That's fine. Linhardt is needing more XP than Happy. Not Happy. Dorothea. So we can do that. Bring you over here. You can rally Happy, why not? Bernie can go over here and attack via a steel bow. Yeah, I guess so. Whoosh. Good. Petra can run up here. Get to that guy up there. And then Edelgard can go down here to get to that guy over there. Should shove a hand next down his throat. Bastard. Get whooshed, baby. And then, so that guy is still in relative danger, but Ash has got him. You're fine. It's just this guy. Oh, not that. That guy's fine. That guy is the guy of whom we are fretting. Okay. Should we have you kill? No, not really. Fine. Maybe you could come over. You can take. Yeah, you can take some. You can take some burning cinders on your feet. I can take burning feet. That's fine. I've seen happy feet, so it's roughly the same kind of deal, isn't it? God, you're just going straight for the kill, aren't they? Bastards. It's like they don't want to face. They just want to murder people. Oh, good miss. Please miss. Oh, good miss. Thank God. That guy's our baby. He's the one who will definitely get hurt. Oh, he's broken the wall. Uh-oh. Okay, let's start running away. Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, a crit! Oh, he just got crit! Did that guy just stand into fire? That villager. Did you run into that? Green units are the worst in this game. Just throw themselves into danger at any fucking turn. Ow. Okay. We won't get very far. Maybe we'll get even less far. What? Can you not? Annoying. Mouth is level 16, level 15. So I might as well just have you punk that guy. I think we needed you to. You don't. 15 to. Why can you only walk one? It's very confusing to me. It's fine, I guess. We'll not sword the creator, we'll still sword you. Death. That change.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm the best, I know. Combat art. Ooh, Deadeye. Oh. Curve shot? No. It's Deadeye, isn't it? Yeah. 37. I like those odds. Go, Ash. Ooh! Oh, actually hit! I mean, never in doubt. Good job, Ashikins. Pat pats.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm the best, I know. I'm so cool. Let's see here. Nini is 61. You are 233. Okay, good. I lance you. Just move you one up, I guess. Happy in here. And Swarm Miasma. Another one bites the dust. Bum, bum, bum. Another one bites the dust. Then Edelgard. Kill that guy. Push. Down he goes. Level 17. Nice work, Edelgard. Good level up as well. We appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, shut up, mate. I know, I'm the best. 1, 2. Petrol will be able to do something better next round. Hit you. Dorothea can. Ooh, can you? Okay. Can you kill? Yes, you can. Nice. Level 16. And then Dorothea should be able to kill the other guy, which is nice. Yep, 15. Good. E-gum drops. Cleaning house. Cleaning the floor. Cleaning the rubbish.
Tomas,
Cleaning.
what are you doing here? Dare I even ask?
Hmm.
I'm not Tomas. My name is Solon, the savior of all.
See, Tomas and Solon, I mean, they're both kind of worthless, really. I mean, you didn't really need to change your name for anything. You do seem much more evil now, though.
What's
Ooh.
the matter? So shocked you can't even speak. You were so easily fooled by my disguise.
You have the biggest head I have ever seen. It looks like Megamind. Why is his head so massive?
I was hiding away in Garrick Muck to get the blood of that little girl called Flame. With her
Right.
blood, we'll be one step closer to realizing our goal.
Okay. Megamind over here with bulging veins out of his like massive forehead. He's definitely evil. I mean, there's no doubt about it now. Evil. Ooh, it's the Black Knight. Death Knight, sorry. Why are you here
That's the
again?
Death Knight. He must be an ally of Tomas, or Solon, or whoever he is.
Whoever he is. Oh, this is interesting. Very interesting. And the plot thickens, as they say. Okay, well, here we go, running around at the speed of sound. Okay, we're gonna run up here. You're gonna run up over here. Yep, killed you. Ooh, and a crit. Nice. Oh, it's so strong and buff. Ah, so cool. When I grow up, I want to be me. Yeah. Kill you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. God, I don't know why they're so. I mean, I get they're grateful, but jeez. Right. Let's move some people around town. Mostly to that Death Knight. Where is he? Look at him on his stupid heal tile. What a bastard. He's just constantly getting like extra buffs on it because he's so scared of getting hurt. He better be scared of getting hurt. I'm gonna destroy him. I'm gonna have a heal like this random soldier. Have I not? That was Ash. Hey Ash. Let's go, buddy. Oh, he's come off his stupid heal tile. That's cool. Ah! Oh, it's a dodge. Okay, this villager better not die on me now. Thank God. Okay, he's okay. Oh, more villagers. More angry villagers. Oh, he healed! Look at him healing. Like a healy boy. Well then. I think we're just gonna help him out then. Yeah, that's about all we can really do. He's kind of in the way of our attacks. It's fine. We'll have to take out the Sword of the Creator. Use the last remaining things of it. Good. Thank you.
We've rescued as many as we can. Now it's time to capture Solon.
Sounds good to moi. 8 damage, 12 damage, that's fine. Solon's just gonna chill there like a massive forehead dude he is. Death Knight's coming down and there's little horsiekins. Be a little horse boy. Horsing around. Horsing. Horse. 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. Okay, let's see. Fire! Oh, he died. Nice work. Nice work, Linhard. We're gonna send Petra downtown because she has lockpick. Oh, actually. Where's Ash? There he is. Send Ash to lockpick, actually. Because he's closer. I mean, he's closer to, like, he's stopped doing anything down here. I want him to do something. Ooh. You can kill off that dude. With your superior killing. Yeah, do that. You missed! That is awful. What a horrendous miss that was. How much damage are you going to do to Happy? Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Oh, that's not very nice at all. So angry. Whatever, just have a normal hit. Good, Lily. You can finish the job. Oh no, you can't actually. Oh, your lancing does not do very much damage. Do you do very much damage to... 9, okay, that's fine. It's a bit of a stalemate down there. Who have I not used yet? Oh, it's Birdie. Okay. We will move Petra downtown. She has movement out coming out of a fucking asshole. We can move you over here, because Death Knight's coming. He's coming! Woohoo! That's a crit. That's a kill. 69. Nice, Happy. Nice. Oh, nice level up as well. Very nice. Uh-oh. Kill. Oh, but try and kill me. But you can't. 9, 5, 5. I guess gonna come behind him. He's got a lot of boyos with him, doesn't he? The Death Knight. Oh, church shoulder. Oh! I said shoulder, I meant to say soldier. That's fine. Didn't die, I thought he was gonna die. Speaking of thinking they're gonna die, I know this guy's gonna die.
No biggie.
To fire! Oh, you're only level 15. I kind of forgot. That's a thing you were. You don't actually do much damage, do you? No. Okay. Linhard, can you get him down within like 5? 3? Yes, we'll get him down within 3. Very nice. 1, 2. Good, and then Leni can finish him off. Hey Moonlight, it's been a while. It has been a bit of a while. Yeah, how are you doing today, man? Hope you're doing all right. For whatever you've been doing in your life. Regale us your tale, Moonlight, of what's been happening. When is the bread fight today? Ha! I'll be honest with you, I wasn't ready for that news, but please regale us. We need to know what's happened in this bread fight. Your neighbors are angry with each other, and therefore they thought, ah yes, bread. Like the peasants in ancient Roman times. Swearing in yelly, man. One of them was cutting bread, as you do. Okay, he's scary. And he just threw... What are they arguing about? God, what? Such anger that you throw bread. I don't think I'd ever be that angry to throw my poor breadsticks. Or just normal bread at someone. Ah, so what you're saying is they played hot potato with bread. They're playing hot potato. So who is he? Man, there's some kind of crazy. I'm sure you're traumatized by this event, and yet I can't help but just kind of laugh hysterically at the fact you were almost killed by flying bread. That's how you should pretense it. You should file for some kind of like assault charge and say I was nearly killed by flying bread.
As expected.
Lockdown is really getting something, yeah. I don't know why. He's just, if anything, it's just a waste of food. I can't believe it. They're so mad they decided that, no, this is absolutely crazy. I can't believe this. Well, Gerald, I hope Gerald doesn't attack Tomas, because we want to try and fuck up the Death Knight. Although he's quite angry. He's a very angry man. I might actually leave him. Oh, what does he give actually? It's true. A dark seal. Man, we don't really care about a dark seal. You give a crescent sickle. And you give a crescent sickle. I don't really care. Okay, chest. A giant shell. Okay. Here, take this giant shell. I will, I guess. Why did you press charges against this person? Oh, he threw bread at me and it almost killed. Yeah, good. I mean, maybe it's a particularly stale piece of bread, you know. Really hard on the old cranium. I got cranium damage. Man, Tomas is a fucking pushover. Look at him. You get one shot from an avatar. Well, he can't actually be attacked by anyone else, so... I get this battle over and done eventually, yeah. Let's stab him with the Iron Lance. Stabby oh, well, Leonie dies. So that's probably a bad idea. How much health do you got? 36. And how much damage do you do? 32. Okay, we can have a Linhardt heal. Also, for the past 2 weeks, Karens have been coming to my pastry shop. Oh no, not the dreaded Karens. No, your pastry shop. Oh, just want to get directly. What have they been saying? Apart from consistently asking for the manager. Oh, there's a chest over there I kind of want to get to, actually. Let me get to that chest. We're gonna either go right around this Thomas. Will he attack us? Yeah, he will, the bastard. It's 28 days, that's a lot of damage, isn't he? Does he attack us here? Oh, he doesn't. Lovely. So the Karen walks in. Oh, the Karen visit was actually priceless. The Karen walks in, asks for like 10 sandwiches, all heated up. And making and heating up the sandwich takes some time, like around 10 to 15 minutes, right? Why is she asking for 10 sandwiches? I guess he's asking you for some kind of company or something, but still, 10 sandwiches seems quite excessive. So the worker starts making us sandwiches, as you do. I wonder what kind of sandwiches they were. Ham and pickle, ham and cheese, ham. It's always got to be ham. It's got to have ham in the sandwich, you know. You don't have ham in a sandwich. It's not even a sandwich anymore, is it? Or chicken, some kind of meat. I refuse to believe a sandwich with anything other than meat in it is a sandwich. So the worker starts making us sandwiches when she reaches over the fucking counter and starts taking the food that was on display and threw it at the worker. What? What? 75 that makes people throw it. I know. Where? Sorry, where are you from again, Moonlight? I want to make sure to, you know, remind myself of the fucking sandwich land. I love how this is also everyone's just go to like decision. It must be bread. Bread must be thrown. The worker was like, bro, what the fuck, and told her to stop, and when she didn't, the worker got the money. Did she have any, did she pretense the bready attack with any kind of, you know, warning? Of like, any kind of, like, discretion that she received? Imagine I asked her why she did it, and she said... because the sandwich was 1 centimeter too long. What? Sorry, is she complaining about getting too much sandwich? What? So I just told her to get her ass out of the place. Yep, as they should have. Yeah.
Me? Really?
That's how you swear. Was any of this conk? I hope someone was catching some camera. Keep in mind, no Spanish. Okay. Nice skill to have, isn't it? Spanish. I progressed the story, but I kind of want to hear the rest of the sandwich story now before I start any kind of mass main story. Imagine what's having any of it, yeah. I'm glad you could get this off your chest, Moonlight. It seems like, I mean, at least I'd be wanting to tell as many people as I could about this horrific sandwich experience. Basically told her that he would call the police if she, didn't get out the bakery. She didn't leave. Oh, here comes the best part. I thought we had already got to that part with the craziness, but apparently not.
I knew that.
Imagine takes her by the collar and drags her out. Okay, this now this seems like some kind of fever dream. Tells her to stay out. This is like Mortal Kombat. Exactly, that's what I was thinking. Mortal Kombat with bread rolls. This does not seem... Man, it's one of those stories which definitely doesn't seem true, but I don't take your word for it. Man, people got them crazy. Oh, thank you for sharing the fucking bread stories. I don't get it. That's a good sentence. When angered, Spanish people go crazy. I'm pretty sure when angered, anyone goes crazy. But I will take your word for it. I just like how the whole reason of why she got so angry was the fact that she got more sandwich than she paid for, which is I believe is the most important part of the story. Of good sir, I only paid for 12 centimeters of sandwich and you gave me 13, and therefore, because you gave me more... Maybe she has OCD, yeah baby.
Can't get comfortable.
Good level up, Looney. Nice work.
I'm getting the hang of it.
Why have you gone after this village? What are you planning?
Yes, main story stuff. I hope it's just as dramatic as bakery sandwich throwing.
I could have conducted this experiment on any test subjects. Now that I have what I came for, I must bid you farewell.
So yeah, why has every villain got teleporting magic? That's what I want. I feel bad for normal people named Karen. Like, I work with Karen, she's a nice person you can meet. Yeah, exactly. That poor branding of Karen has destroyed every kind of person. Death Knight must go, yeah. Death Knight is the most intimidating looking person with the least intimidating dialogue I've ever heard. He just seems like he's just some average, like, lonely guy. Forgot my salon appointment. I've got another sleepover at 8, and then I have, My Little Pony must be shown at 6 p.m., so I must go. Oh, there he goes, teleporting away.
Damn it, he's gone.
Wait! I want to watch My Little Pony too! Rainbow Dash is my favorite, and the other ones. I mean, he kind of teleported away. There's not much we can do about that, Edelgard, unless you have some fucking, teleporting magic.
I'll survey the village. There may still be enemies in hiding.
Okay. I saved all the villagers! Yay! We got money! Yay! And an advance seal! Yay! And a stage complete! Yay! And a MVP of ourselves, because we are the best person. Thanks to the efforts of Josh, as always, all of your allies' motivation increased. That's what I like to see. My victory being everyone's victory. I'm playing Minecraft and half of my sword isn't loading, man. Sad times.
Looks like we somehow managed to sort things out, and casualties were kept to a minimum.
Basically, only have 3 million. I think I only ever play like modded Minecraft now. When I go back to Minecraft, as whenever I do in like increments of like play it for a bit and then don't play it for a year and then play it for a bit for nostalgia. I don't think I've played any of the new like vanilla Minecraft in a while.
They said they weren't picky about who they used as their test subjects.
It's always test subjects, isn't it? Always test
Because
subjects,
of them,
mutants,
the
that kind of
people
thing.
of Ramire Village.
Are dead. And gone and married. Oh! More evil stuff.
That armor. So, you're the Flame Emperor.
Man, very calm and collected, Gerald, aren't you, in front of the, you know, the big bad evil person?
Yes. I believe you have met my subordinate, the Death Knight.
Yeah, we did. He had to go, you know, stuff to do, bakeries to steal, that kind of thing.
But we've
Breads
met
to
all
throw.
right. But back to you. You're the one responsible for the destruction of this village.
Do not get the wrong idea.
What in blazes does that mean?
It is true that I am working with Solon, but that does not mean our objectives are the same. Had I known they planned to do this, I would have stopped it. You have my word.
So nice. The word of the evil man saying, I didn't want mass destruction, even though mass destruction happened and genocide. It wasn't my fault. I'm glad. I wish everyone who committed mass genocide said that. I mean, I didn't know they were gonna genocide everyone. I was merely working with them.
Your words are meaningless. Now, I'll have to insist that you accompany us back to the monastery.
Yeah, you tell him, Dad.
I cannot abide that. However, if you wish to join forces, I will hear your plea.
You know what? Yes, let's go join the evil side.
If left to their own devices, they will commit countless more violent acts like this one. Do you not wish to prevent that? With the sword of the Creator on our side, Solon would not be a threat.
I thought you were working with Solon. You're the very complex, layered, contradictory enemy, aren't you, Flame Emperor? I must refuse, unfortunately.
Pity, though not unexpected. Pray that you do not live to regret your choice.
Yeah, shut up, mate.
Gerald, Professor, have you seen Lady Edelgard?
What's wrong, kid? Huh? Oh, damn it!
Hubert and your timely screams of Lady Edelgard. He was the
He's
big
gone.
bad, the Flame Emperor. I think he's the big. He was the big bad. He was like, oh, I'm working with Solon, the guy who committed this genocide thing, but I didn't want him to do it, and we should join sides to defeat the guy who I want to work with. He was Flame Emperor was stupid. He was an idiot.
Hey, I've been meaning to talk to you. Since coming to the monastery, you've changed.
How do you mean changed? I'll have you know I'm still the same guy you used to know. I just wear glasses now and have a cool dominatrix hat. How so?
You've been angry since we first arrived in Ramire Village.
I'm just a very angry man. Don't give me bread or start throwing it around
You
the
look
place.
so happy when you're instructing the brats.
I like how he still calls them brats.
Before the monastery, I'd never seen you bear your emotions like that. Not once.
It's all thanks to this. Sorry, it was too much praise to students. We can't give them too much praise, then they'll start, they start liking their life. Terrible. You must be right.
Then perhaps it's a good thing we came to the monastery. If only so I could see your face lit up like that.
Oh, we're having wholesome chats with Daddykins.
Or maybe there was never any reason for us to leave the monastery in the first place.
A reason to leave? Question mark?
I've put my foot in my mouth, haven't I? Though I suppose it may be nearly that time.
That time? Will we play catch in the back garden and talk about our feelings like true men?
Come to my office when you next have a moment to spare. There's something I need to tell you.
Whoa, sounds good to
Just
me.
what was that about? I can't recall a time of old when you were at the monastery.
Oh yeah, because you okay, lolly goddess. I don't think you've been tracking my fucking every move. Also, since the whole cancel culture bullshit started, you've been keeping track of every single person that's been cancelled by Twitter.
I wonder what is hiding in the mist.
Yeah, you must have a lot of free time, man. Go spend on something else, man. Keeping track of people who've been cancelled by Twitter was, man, that is
Professor,
not
I
to,
don't know if this is appropriate to say, but
to
admirable work
undermine
out
your numerous free time exploits, but man, that is a terribly sad way to spend your free time. This is what's coming from the guy who wastes all his time playing video
there. I
games every
really
single
believe
day.
we did all that we could.
I wish that were true.
Gerald said the same thing. We must try to stay positive, even through the horror.
Shock horror.
I hear the so-called Flame Emperor appeared in Remire Village as well.
Yeah.
Hubert told me that you spoke with him.
Yep. He asked me to join forces with him, like an
Really?
idiot.
Is that what you want, Professor?
No.
That
Is
makes
Hubert related to
sense.
Aegon Dogon?
It's
No.
hard to trust someone
Hubert
without
is
knowing
just,
who they are, or how they're connected to all this.
Hubert's like Edelgard's, like, right-hand man, second in command kind of thing. Bob. Edelgard's like, I'm going to rule the empire when I grow up and be a big strong gal, and Hubert's like, I'll be there to listen to your every whim, Edelgard. He's basically Edelgard's simp, basically.
Even if he
I don't know
wants
if
you as an ally,
wait, is that something I can't
objectives
say
are
on this
still
platform? I can't
unclear.
remember. Didn't they ban it? Who knows?
If the Flame Emperor truly wishes to make use of your power, perhaps someday he will appear before you without his mask, and you can look in his eyes and decide what you believe.
Maybe I can look into his dreamy eyes and make out under the moonlight. Yeah. I don't know what to do with simp and why it's bad. Because it's people who don't like being branded as someone who throws money at at a girl and to get no affection back. Isn't that why?
Adel, I need to
Ah,
ask you something.
speaking of simps. Adel, I need to ask you something. Oh, I need to ask you something too. Get out of my face.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I interrupt?
Yeah, and I better interrupt your fucking speaking with my fist in your mouth.
No, not at all. If you'll excuse me, Professor.
You can't just excuse yourself from my presence, Edelgard. Don't nod. Don't nod at that myself. We'll one of these days, Monica. If there's your real
You
name.
did well handling that awful business.
Oh, hello,
in
Lady
Remire
Lady
Village.
Thickness. Thanks. Did you see Monica? Can we like get her expelled? Just as a favor,
I am
you know.
certain the goddess
I'll
shares
take you out
in
to
our
tea.
grief at the senselessness of that calamity. More importantly, I was shocked to hear that our own Tomas was actually a dark mage.
Her royal thickness bows and curtsies. Ah yes, Tomas was evil. Wow, shock horror. The old hunchbacked priest was evil. Wow.
I must reflect on our blindness.
You surely must. You failed to notice that a rat was hiding in your home. Pathetic.
Whoa. Man, here comes the battle between, you know, big-titted goddess and flat-chested goddess. Man, the battle.
Who are these wicked foes? How did Tomas escape your gaze?
Why did Tomas come to the monastery?
Tomas came to the monastery 40 years ago, by recommendation of House Ordelia of the Alliance.
House Ordelia, which one are
Around 8
they?
years ago, he went back to House Ordelia, before returning to the monastery once again, just last year.
Huh.
After having worked at Garreg Mach for decades, why would he betray us now? Just what did he hope to accomplish?
Or the old Tomas was killed off 8 years ago, and then a new Tomas came in now with the disguise.
Yuritsa became
Heard
a
about that
professor
one?
at the Officers' Academy because of a recommendation from the Imperial nobility. Supposing that he is the Death Knight, That means that our enemy is an organization that has taken root in at least 2 territories.
Right, it's also an enemy which has also infiltrated the monastery twice, Sedith. Just wanted to put it. I know you're just a glorified receptionist, but whoever's just in charge of the guards over here should be
In
doing
the
a better
long
job.
history of the Church of Seros, no, long before even that, there have been an endless number of threats to the peace of Fodlan.
No.
Yet those who oppose us still operate in the shadows. Their identity's a mystery.
Yeah.
I believe that Solon and the Death Knight are merely one part of a much larger whole.
Whoa, crazy.
A threat to Fodlan's peace? That means we have no choice. We have to stop them all.
Really, Sothis? I had no idea. I thought we were just going to sit on our hands and just, wait for Fodlan to just destroy itself in war. They must be stopped. Yeah,
I have truly come to
they
rely
must be
on you.
stopped.
I believe that the monastery will remain safe so long as we have you.
Don't you worry, Lady Rhea. I'll protect you at all costs, and if you would like for me to, perchance protect you via staying guard in your bedroom along beside you, I am more than willing to do that. If anything, I am happily
We do not yet know
agreeable
the
to this
enemy's objective
situation.
or
No?
whereabouts.
Okay.
For now, please devote yourself to preparing for whatever comes next.
That is all for
Aye,
today.
aye, Lady Thickness. Thank you, Sothis.
Professor, please wait.
Sotis. Sedith. I'm waiting.
I know there is much that you still do not
Will
understand.
gladly watch your back,
However,
your thickness.
One thing is clear. You possess great power.
Yeah, I'd definitely watch your back more if you took off the cloak. Not saying it's not stylish, because, that cool moon thing on your back is, cool and all, but...
I believe that you are destined to be a source of great hope for all.
Thank you, Rhea. Bring me more
In any
continuous
case,
praise. I enjoy
I
it.
expect great things from you. Walk this world proudly, dear Professor.
Aye, aye, your
May the
thickness.
goddess Sothis protect you.
Wait a second. Hold the phone.
The goddess Sothis? Is that what she just said?
But wait. But your name is Sothis. What a coinky-dink.
Is something the matter?
And I just have the lolly goddess in my in my head. I had never heard the name of the goddess before. Oh, shit.
see.
Ow.
Sothis is the goddess's true name.
Why
Please do not
do
use
you
it
think
carelessly.
lesser? Okay, well, it does make sense why you think lesser of me. I should go for the other one, but fuck. I wanted to be honest. I'm sorry. I wanted to be honest with you, Rare, and you dislike honesty. We knew she was a goddess before, right? I think, yeah, we knew she was a goddess, I think. Unless that was just me metagaming. I can't remember. But yeah, we knew she was a goddess, we didn't know if she was the goddess, though, I think. So this is the goddess's true name, please not use it carelessly. Okay.
Farewell.
Do not say something that we may regret. What exactly am I?
Apparently, a sore subject that gets us less affection from Lady Rhea. Apparently.
For now, let's leave this place. Please, go.
I'm leaving. With a swoosh of my Cape Batman style, I'm leaving. Look at this. It's chapter whatever. Ethereal
Part 1.
Moon.
White clouds. Ethereal
White
moon.
clouds.
The cause of sorrow. Though most stars will still glimmer in the crisp winter air, the blue sea star has gone back into hiding.
Ooh, do you think we'll get some
Legend
snow in the
states that
monastery?
The goddess prays for
That'd be
peace
fun.
from her home in the heavens.
Oh, I hope we do get some
In the
snow.
town of Garrigmach, the
I'm looking
anniversary
forward
of
to
the
snow.
monastery's completion
Do you think
nears.
there'll actually be snow?
People's
Oh, no,
prayers
I don't think there'll actually be
intensify
snow. It would be
ahead
cool
of
if
the
they
Millennium
did.
Festival,
Don't know if they
still
will.
5 years hence.
The Millennium Festival. In 5 years, the Millennium Festival. Do you think we'll have a cool snowball fight? That'd be cool. uh, Hopeful. And won't happen in the game, but would be cool. We got 5,000 gold from Mumsy. It's Eloise. Oh, it's Eloise's birthday. Oh, we had to have a tea party with Eloise. He's our best bro. We were both raised together by Gerald. We're lads. We're buddies. Have some Angelica tea.
I'm
we
here,
have so much of
Professor.
it. I know. Thank you for that useful piece of information, Eloise.
Sorry to trouble you.
Ah, no problem, mate.
I'll finish this tea.
I love the fact that we can just have tea with people as a as a mechanic. This is so good.
Huh?
Things you find about past laughs. I think he might like.
Yeah.
There we go. Drawn is the conversation.
Yeah.
Books, close calls, hopes for your future. Close calls, maybe.
What?
There we go. The conversation got lively. And finally,
Huh?
monastery rules, your ambitions. Relaxing at the sauna. Your ambitions, maybe.
Definitely.
I know Alois like the back of my hand, or like the back of his shoulder. Stegosaurus pauldron. Stego's
You
shoulder.
don't look much like Captain Gerald, but you remind me of him.
Thanks. Alois seems like a man who wants a good laugh. Ha ha ha! Oh. Chat? Shit, I should disagreed. Why is disagreeing a good thing in any kind of conversation?
Thanks for the
Wait,
tea,
time.
Professor. Let's do that again sometime soon.
Sure. Sounds good. He can't raise his left arm without hitting himself. Oh, yeah, that must suck. Hilarious, but yeah, it must indeed suck.
We are planning a grand
Ah!
ball for this
Your
month.
thickness.
I'm sure the
Oh!
students will be
Ooh!
most
A
pleased.
grand ball! Who should we take the
Yes,
grand
certainly.
ball?
However, we must not devote all of our time to
Setiv
frivolity.
could not
We
give a
have
shit
mission
about your
for-
stupid, frivolous activities.
We have found evidence of someone sneaking into an unused chapel.
Ah, those dastardly fiends. I've heard of the sneaky. How dare they sneak into our chapel and pray? Was something stolen?
No, there is nothing of value in that building. We do not yet know what the intruder's objectives are.
Maybe it was to pray in private. A private pray, if you will.
This month, your class is tasked with guarding the chapel and investigating these intruders.
Wow, that sounds interesting and not a little boring.
With the recent state of affairs surrounding the Holy Church, we cannot afford to overlook any abnormality, no matter how seemingly trivial.
Yes, this seemed like a bit of a trivial pursuit, Seteth, but I will heed your word.
I'm ordering a seasoned knight to assist you to ensure the safety of the students.
A seasoned knight?
In times like these, I am afraid we must always expect the worst.
Does this seasoned knight's name begin with A, end in E's? It's a bit of a weird. That's a witch knight.
Reporting for duty, Lady
Oh, it's
Ray.
Gerald. Never mind. I thought it was Eloise, but it's Gerald. Cool. Hey, Gerald.
I thought you two could use the time to bond. And to speak
Thanks.
of important matters.
Like bread?
Appreciate the thought.
Bear in
Or
mind
why
that
Gerald has
a
his
separate
thing in a
mission
kind
his
of
own.
weird mullet? What's your separate mission, Gerald?
He will join you once he has finished it.
What's your
It's
cool
true.
thing?
I'll be away from the monastery for a while. But when I return, I'll come and watch you work. I'll be looking forward to it.
Oh, guys, Daddy Kids is gonna come and God, we better be on our best work. I just want to make him proud, guys. I have to make him proud. Ah, you know what this means? The first week of the month, it's exploring time. You know what exploring time means? we can talk to one certain red-haired bitch who's been stealing our attention from Edelgard. But first, Lady Goddess.
No, Solon, was it not? And the Flame Emperor.
What about them?
It is most clear that something has transpired, and
Yup.
it relates to you somehow.
Yep.
Or is the fault my own, and you're just caught inside the wave?
I don't know, but I can't swim, so waves might hurt me.
Sothis, the goddess of this world. I bear her name.
Yes, interesting, isn't it?
How confusing. I feel as though my head has turned to mush.
Yeah, it's a bit like me all the time. Have you got elf ears? Have I mentioned that your elf ears before? Do all goddesses have elf ears? Just ask. Link has kind of elf ears as well. Are you related to Link? Do you know him? Silent protagonist. Throws rocks at people. Gets killed by Lionels from time to time. No? Okay. To the forward, running down the same place as usual. We'll do our normal rounds of the grounds, such as talking to Bernie first, like usual. Bernie, how's it going, Bernie? Stuck behind the door again, eh?
Oh, a grim reminder of my sad reality.
It's funny because that was almost exactly my own opinion of when I had prom at like secondary school.
The other nobles will be fine, I'm sure. We've all been to events like this before.
She can't dance. I have no idea. I'm assuming Bernadette probably can dance actually. She probably just dance on like in her own room.
I'm noble and I've never even been close to one of these things.
Don't worry, Bernie. Just come on down to Joshi Town. We'll chat about staying indoors and not socializing, and it'll be fine. Well, okay. Well, we'll have to work on, I don't know, teaching Bernadette like the waltz or something, like the Charleston. I've always wanted to learn the Charleston. I don't know why specifically the Charleston, but it just seems quite upbeat, that one. So, oh, hello, Mercedes.
Oh, now where did that Ingrid run off to?
I don't know.
The ball is soon, and she hadn't even put on any makeup.
Wait, how soon? Wait, how soon? Is it like now, or like is it she needs to practice putting on makeup? Right. Okay. Thanks, Mercedes. Okay. Oh, we have plants to harvest. I would love to do some gardening. I have what many people will call green thumbs due to my relation with the Hulk. Oh, that's nice. Angelica seeds. They're 5-star seeds, so I just assume they're probably quite good. Boa fruit. What the fuck is a boa fruit? Like a boa constrictor? In which case, that might not be the best thing. And some good flower seeds. I would like to plant those seeds, and I will cultivate them with scattered bone meal. That's right, scattered bone meal. Hello,
Great.
Manuela. How
Just
goes the brothel?
It's that time when all the students get all lovey-dovey.
What a
You're
shame.
new, but you know about the ball, yeah?
Yeah, it's that thing that people kick around when they want to play football,
I
right?
can't bear it. Young love is
Oh.
wasted on the young. They can't appreciate it to its fullest.
What about old love?
Ugh.
Or middlesome
I
love?
wish I could fall in love too.
Gonna fall. You're gonna do half of that. I'm probably gonna fall somewhere. Hey, it's a thing in that plant. More seeds. Yay. Now, are we just taking seeds to put back into the place where the seeds are? That seems like a very counterintuitive way of gardening. I don't know. Seem like they're already growing. A stiff hand wrap. Sorry? Is that just a stiff as in like a... got a hand wrapped around something stiff? Or are you outside happy? Well, that's something new.
Professor, you know, Professor, I used to think I would be comfortable with all manner of experiments, so long as they provided usable results.
How about turning half a village into
But
zombies?
when I heard of Solon's work, well, I realized I'd not considered the moral and philosophical limits of what all manner of experiments might mean.
Right.
Sorry, I'm not great with blood, even when I'm just thinking about it. I feel a bit ill now.
Oh, that seems nice. Hello, Eloise. How you doing, buddy?
Ah, the ball. It reminds me of how I met my wife.
Oh, really? Oh, can we meet the wifey? I hope she's exactly the same as you, mustache and all.
I was at a village's harvest festival. There was a full moon, bathing everything in its cool glow. She appeared out of nowhere, dancing gracefully in the moonlight. A lovely fairy.
You have a very good kind of storytelling voice, don't you, Eloise? I don't know if I mentioned that before. That story sounds fake. Oh man, that's
We
a
soon
wonderful
fell in love
story.
and tied the knot. Now we have a daughter who's as bright and beautiful as a sunny morning. So, whenever I see people dancing, I think of my wife, and my heart does a little waltz.
Oh, that's actually very wholesome, Eloise. Generally, that's generally makes me tear up a little bit. Very nice. And don't get too much wholesomeness about love in video games, do you? Normally they only set up the love so they can rip it away from you in terms of, you know, some kind of emotional grasping.
Sounds like the church has been taking in orphans from Remire Village.
Oh, have they? Good for them.
They do a good thing every once in a while, I guess. I just hope none of those kids get locked away for stepping out of line.
That'd be quite a thing, wouldn't it? Here, please, come, we will shelter you. Oh, you shouted at me? Well, into the dungeons you go.
Maybe.
Anything over here? Such as a insect larva? Great. I don't know why we keep on picking that up. Oh wow, is this another quest for
Professor.
us?
How's it going? Making lots
Pretty
of
well.
I'd love to catch up, but I'm super busy.
Yes. What's your
Hey,
quest?
How about a favor?
It's more valuable secrets, which are kind of, you know, pointless. However, they do give us some nice items, which we will use consistently. Such as right now, I will use that thing that I was given at some point, because I think I was given some things, didn't I? A giant shell. That's what I need. And then we will go over and use it for extra defense. Because the more stats we have, the better chance we have of recruiting the boys, and recruiting the boyos are pretty cool. At some point we will have to go through our mass support like conversations, which are, you know, normally quite fine. You just get quite a lot of them in a row. Normally I probably like want to space them out, but when you have them, you might as well go through all of them. Hello, Gatekeeper. How you doing, buddy?
Nothing to report.
Nothing to report.
Other than the legend of the Goddess Tower, of course. Have you heard the students talking about it?
Oh, I love this guy. This guy's adorable. He just sat by the gate and we say hello to him every day. It's like saying hello to, I don't know, like a postman or something every day. You just say it's, I mean, I wouldn't know. I've never done it before. But I'd assume it's something like that.
On the last night of the ethereal moon, on the same night as the ball, if a man and a woman go to the Goddess Tower and make a wish, it's sure to come true. I have a wish, but I can't find anybody to make it with me.
Oh, I'll make that wish with you, buddy. Someone I feel that way about. Who knows? Oh, we have to pick immediately? Jesus Christ. Let's go. Oh, I don't know. I guess hope it's good for avoiding eye contact and awkward conversation. Making a wish about a ball? Is that what he said? Well, I don't know. We'll wish Birdie could dance at a ball. There you go. Oh, I don't know if that did anything. I'm sure I did. Oh, maybe we should have wished that fucking Monica got away from Edelgard. But maybe that was more a wish about Monica than Edelgard, wasn't it?
Ladies used to line up around the block for a chance to dance with the Debonair, king of grappling.
Debonair. Very flamboyant there with your vocabulary, Balthus. I enjoyed that. Debonair. I don't know that one before. My vast grasp of the English language is not as deep as the Marina Trench as I once thought it seemed. Hello, Catherine.
The area with the old chapel was supposed to be off limits. It was at risk of collapse, so they didn't even post guards. It's not too strange. Does that surprise you? Meh. Garreg Mach has lots of places that are blocked off for one reason or another.
Such as the toilets,
That's true
or
of
is
the
that just
underground
more of
Holy
a all
Mausoleum
access kind
as
of
well
thing?
as the Northern Woods.
I've not seen any toilets around here, actually. Because come to think of it, Catherine.
People call it the Sealed
Just saying.
Forest, but as far as I can tell, it's nothing special. Just a forest.
What? Talking about some forest? Never liked going to forests, or you see them like that's definitely a place where you can get nabbed. Not that anyone would particularly want to nab me, and not particularly, you know, maybe if I was some kind of specimen of a human being, they might want to nab me to be some kind of gladiatorial warrior in their, you know, post-apocalyptic museums and, you know, colosseums, but I don't think you get much.
We have it
A
handled.
rare opportunity to enjoy ourselves.
You
No, we're
focus on
protecting
enjoying the
something.
ball with your students.
What's
It's
that
for the
supposed
good
to
of
mean?
everyone, don't you think? If the professors walk around in a state of distress, the students will be uneasy too.
Have you seen my cape? Do I ever look like I'm in a state of distress? No. If anything, I'll be in a state of undress if anyone comes come and, you know, spend some time with your professor at the ball. Not from you, hopefully, little girl. That's even more frowned upon than the illicit relationships I'm trying to have with my students. So. That's a very, very dramatic sigh, little girl.
Life in Ramire Village is gone. Father and
Oh.
mother, gone.
Listen up, little child. As speaking from the experience of killing one of your, you know, busy mates' fathers in front of them and having their blood coat your own face and, you know, clothes and stuff, it's not as bad as you may think. If anything, he gets over it very quickly.
Why couldn't you have arrived just a little sooner?
Alright, kid, don't need to fucking pile on the guilt. Someone who's lost. Okay, who's in charge of this child now that their parents have been murdered? Please take her away from me. She is very hurtful towards my feelings, quite frankly. A big spoon. Don't know, that's trying to tell me something.
I hope
Hello,
you're up for a
Quest.
challenge.
I'm always up for a challenge. Consider it accepted. Look for the servant's supplies that the young lady misplaced. You mentioned going to pray, so maybe the supplies near the cathedral. You got it. Alright, let's go talk to Yuri and Dorothea. Hello,
Not
Yuri.
even the tragedy in Ramire Village will stop the surface dwellers from getting jazzed about a party.
Jazzed.
I get that they're probably seeking a distraction, but it still feels pretty damn selfish if you ask me.
We must move ahead despite the pain.
Gotta keep things upbeat, I suppose. Sorry for grousing. It just got me down is all.
Don't worry, I love grouse. It's my preferred form of duck.
Things have quieted
bird
down,
meat.
but nothing has been resolved. Better stay alert.
I am as alert as Metal Gear Solid.
I wonder if Ramire Village will ever be the same again. How do you recover from such a terrible event?
I don't know. I'd just kill over and die, personally.
I can't see how the whole village doesn't just end up abandoned.
Well, thank you guys for keeping it light. I'm gonna move over and find some people who might be, you know, more fun to talk to. Much as your depression corner is fun and all, I want to chat with some other peeps, such as... Where? Okay, it's true. Let me find... What's her face? Fucking... What are even here? Is she not? Where's Edelgard? So where there's an Edelgard, there's a pesky redhead in the same vicinity. Where is she? Is she not here? Hubert's there. Wait, was Edelgard also up there? I didn't see. Oh yeah, Edelgard's there, but Monica isn't there. Huh. Library giggling with Monica? I don't know, yeah, maybe. No one's in the library. Huh, maybe she's gone for good. Good riddance. the bitch. Apparently we missed Leonie somewhere around here as well. Hi there! Where could she be? Oh, there she is. You buy them Amiibo Gazebo? Whoa, Amiibo Gazebo! Lavender blend. Ooh, fancy. Dorky. Ooh, fancy. Intermediate skill. Ooh, fancy. Poultry. Ooh, fancy. Ginger tea. Ooh, fancy. And some root vegetable seeds. Not very fancy at all. Hello,
I'm
Lenny.
glad the Remire village situation got sorted out, but it's not over yet, is it?
No.
But I can't believe old Tomas turned out to be an enemy. Who can you trust anymore?
Nobody. Especially those two on that bench over there. You see that guy? He's talking to nobody. He's just talking to himself. He's just talking outwardly. The woman next to him is not even paying any attention to him at all. Look, she's just sat there placidly, and he's just, you know, waving his arms about flailingly out to no one. Do you see that, Lenny? Behind us? You wanna? Okay. See ya.
Right.
Oh, there seems to be people over here. I've gone the wrong way. People over here. There we go. What's up, bitches? It's your favorite professor. That's right, it's me, Bill Nye, the science guy. No? Don't let me.
True.
Funny joke. Let's see if
Tomas
here.
was employed here under the recommendation of House Ordelia.
Right. Who's House
That's all
Ordelia?
I know of the topic. I never even
Oh, is it
seen
you?
him
Are you
prior to
House
enrolling
Ordelia?
here. Even when he was supposedly in Ordelia territory, I never once saw him there.
Yeah, sounds like a lie to me, little
I'm
girl.
still feeling bothered by all of this, but there's not much else I can say about it right now.
You're right about that. There's nothing you can say. Hello, Lorenz.
The long-awaited ball. Finally, an opportunity to showcase my exquisite skills on the dance floor.
I'd love to place bets on how many people will deny you asking them to the ball.
These
Actually,
skills were
Lorenz.
ingrained in me when
I'm
I was a
thinking
boy.
10
My
to
hands and
15
feet
at
move on
least
pure
will say
instinct.
no. Okay, buddy. Gonna be disappointed. That's all I'm saying. Hello,
Some
Ignatz.
scary things have been happening lately. I hope that this
Yup.
month of all months is peaceful. The ball is coming up and everything. Although I'm not much of a dancer, actually.
Are you not? What a shame. I too am not one for dancing. I'm more akin to a baby deer on ice than I am a kind of, you know, wonderful ballet dancer.
This being at school, we don't have many chances to get dressy.
Uh-huh. I still can't get over how tight that fucking shirt is on you, Hilda. I've been trying to, like, not... Every time I just look at you, it's... anyway. You're making me out to be some kind of degenerate fool, just saying, your design. Anyone in the Blue Lions household? No? No one I can talk to? How there is a unfinished score to someone who used to sing. Does she know what she's doing? Yeah. Trying to get me fired, that's what she's doing.
Legend has it that long ago, a female student from the academy met with a mysterious man at the Goddess Tower.
Wow, was she kidnapped and raped, or was that a... Well, that's a very dark joke I just made for no reason. Sorry there, student, that was... came out of very left field.
They fell in love at first sight, and were bound together forever after. But that's not the really interesting part.
Really, I'm glad, because that was not interesting at
The
all.
incredible part is that the man was apparently the Adrestian Emperor himself.
Wow, that's still not very... I don't care. Oh wait, unless that was... Is that Edelgard's dad?
What I wouldn't give to fall in love at first sight with a splendid and powerful gentleman. I want my own fairy tale romance, and I want it now.
Well, with that sparkling personality, I'm sure you'll get one real soon. Don't listen to that one, AD. She's a crazy one.
Everyone's in such a festive mood. I feel a bit out of my element here.
Oh yeah? Lose the bowl cut.
Can't help but worry something might happen while we're all distracted. After all, our enemies are always plotting.
Right.
Still, this air of levity is much more agreeable than the grim atmosphere of late.
It's true. Right, good talk. You seen Monica around, AD? I mean, I told her she'd catch these hands the next time I saw her, so maybe she's just, you know, out there in the world. Also, are those tights or are they just very high socks? Not a question for you there. Not gonna answer either of them, that's fine. I'll be on my way. Right. We are, yes, that's everyone over there. That's anyone in the training grounds. It's Felix and Shamir, who look surprisingly similar. Actually, don't they? Maybe it's just the hair. A folding razor. That's cool, I guess.
What's this about?
Well, I just wanted to talk to you. That's so bad.
Knights don't participate.
Wow, what a shame.
It's an event for students, but it does pique the interest of some knights in particular.
Okay, thanks for that.
Too much merriment.
Yeah, I agree with you, Felix. Too much happiness is going on right now. We should quench it.
The librarian betrayed us. The Death Knight is back. Is this the time to be throwing a ball?
Yeah. Because if anything, we should organize some kind of event where loads of people are at, just in case it's to entice the villain. When you have some kind of upscaled event where everyone goes to it, everyone appears to have their guards down. That's a perfect time for an enemy to attack, which is the perfect time to apprehend an enemy who's about to attack. It's all a well thought out plan. I'll have you know. Just saying. Right. Let's go talk to... Oh wow, I like how it shows us that where we are on the map. That's quite nice, isn't it? Very cool. Should we just stay? There's a lot of people hang out in the stable. What's with all the merriment at the stable, guys?
I've been thinking of inviting a girl from a different house to the Goddess Tower on the night of the ball.
You go, man. Maybe get a better haircut, but apart from that, you go, man.
Here's the twist. She's from a family with a much more significant and storied past than mine.
Ah, real Romeo and Juliet of you.
I wonder if she'd ever stoop to going out with the humble son of a knight.
Listen here, student, if that is your real name. I'm thinking, chocolates, flowers, you know, really hit out the park, maybe bring the horse behind you, come up to her on horseback, present the chocolates and the flowers, and then say, will you go out to the ball with me? Cheap. Instant fold for you. Just saying, I've tried it many a time, and the 50% success rate is almost as good as the 50%, you know, slap rate. So I'd say you're almost good to go. Also offer her your sword, yeah, it's true, because then she can stab you if she says no, and then it gets, you know, that way you don't have to die of embarrassment, you die to sword wound instead. Maybe you could, like, Senpuku. Senpuku, is that what it's called? You know, Japanese samurai honor rule style of death. Anyway. Hello, Sylvain. Speaking of ladies, man, I'm sure you've got 50 invites.
Great work in
50
Ramaya
people.
Village, Professor.
Thanks.
Who would have ever guessed it was Tomas?
Wow. Surprisingly, the guy who's chasing skirts all the time is not immediately talking about the ball. Though I hear character development.
No. Now isn't the time to get lost in gloomy thoughts.
No. No. Oh no, wow. He didn't talk about the ball once. Sylvain, dare I say, you might be turning into a respectable human being. I'm not saying you will be, but maybe in time. Potentially. Who knows, to be honest. Hello, Ingrid.
Mercedes locked me in her room for hours earlier.
It's... Okay, so yeah, first question, Ingrid. Why is it Mercedes and not Mercedes? Because Mercedes sounds nicer. Mercedes just kind of seems like you're being held to gunpoint and you have to get out as fast as you can.
She was slathering pounds of makeup onto my face, saying something or other about the ball. It really wore me out.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay, you're not gonna... Okay. Well, yeah, I think wore me out too.
What could I possibly do at a formal ball? I've no status, and I'm not much of a dancer.
Then don't go to it. No one would care.
I think it would be best if I stayed put in Abyss, far from view of anyone.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say you shouldn't. Jeez.
I can't believe this. I'm so angry right now.
God, just, I don't know, have a Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry.
First it's the Death Knight, and now Tomas, but neither of them are in custody. I can't stand the thought of such evil lurking in the world. We have to do something about this. I have to do something about this.
You know what you should do? Walk away to your room, shut the door, lock it, and be angry on your own, mate. Your vibes? Not vibing with my vibes. Just saying. See that little spin I did? That's a cool vibe spin. You're not privy to that because don't have very nice vibes. Raphael, on the other hand, staring at barrels like a true man. He knows these vibes.
Ball is coming up soon. I am so excited.
It's not as excited as your shirt is from finally being able to not have to strain themselves to keep over your muscled chest.
I can't wait to fill up on food while everyone's dancing. I even heard there'll be some prime cuts of meat.
Wow. Sounds fun. See you later. Hello, Gilbert. You want to dance?
It cannot be true that our siblings in arms could turn against us so. However, I will continue investigating members of the church.
You keep on
To
going,
think
buddy.
That even someone as senior as Tomas would fall under suspicion.
Well, you know what I will say. Never trust a man who can't spell his own name or pronounce his own name. For Thomas, with an H, that might have been a more respectable human being.
I know not how
Just saying.
far to take my search.
As far as you can. Even the students.
Yes. A great many strange and terrible things have come to pass this year.
Yep.
I must not dismiss the possibility that someone among the students is behind it all.
You know what my... to know who my money is on? I don't know if you've heard of a redhead called Monica, Gilbert, but
I have a request.
just saying. And you want a book on wood carving. Right, okay. Hey, look at this. It's a centipede picture. What? Okay. Dimitri, any of you guys got a picture of a centipede that you just, keep around you? Like some kind of creepy centipede
Even though there is
guy?
to be a ball, we still have a mission.
A very tall man to do. I've just never really noticed it before. Very tall.
It would be nice if this month passed by in peace.
Yes, you're right.
It seems the dastards who set Ramire village
noodle
aflame
hair.
have yet to be apprehended. Monsters. Trampling mercilessly over innocent lives.
Whoa,
They
I
deserve
want
a gruesome end.
to hear. Oh, I want to hear the say that again. Look at him being all like innocent schoolboy in this
It seems
sentence.
the dastards who set Ramire village aflame
Oh,
have
no.
yet to be apprehended.
Normally he's quite, he's quite amiable, and then now he just goes monsters.
Monsters. Trampling
Yeah, look at him.
mercilessly over innocent lives. They deserve a gruesome end.
Ooh. Like he's narrating over some kind of murder mystery. Hey, it's Petra and Ferdinand. Never nearly called him Fernandez though. I'd much rather look at Fernandez than
The
Ferdinand.
ball.
Whoever
It reminds me
Fernandez
of my
is.
first such event, back in the Imperial capital. It was held by my father, the Prime Minister. I really showed off my dancing skills. Everyone was quite impressed with me.
I'm sure they were, apart from the fact you had no date, you lonely boy.
Dancing of Fodlan is not the same as dancing from Bridget. The reason is, maybe that the music has many differences.
Right.
In Bridget, dancing is different for each person. Our dancing has vigor and ferocity. There is no speech of technique for our dancing.
Cool beans. Cool beans. Right, let's have Net's over in the reception hall, and I believe, if my calculations are correct, let's see here. What is our magic at? 15? We might, I don't know if we'll have enough. We might have enough to recruit Annette to our side, potentially. Well, to see. A princess doll. Wow. Hello, Annette.
So, Tomas the librarian was a bad guy? But he always seemed so nice.
It's always the nice ones. You can never trust them.
Come on, Self. You're better than this. You promised you'd be on top of things this month.
Right, Annette. We want to come join the squad?
Professor, hi. I have a request for you, if that's okay.
It's always okay. A little bundle of sunshine. You always seem so happy all the time. It's a much nicer, you know, stance and things.
I want to join your class, please.
Of course. Come join the frivolous gang of besties.
I'm so happy right now.
I'm happy too.
I just know I'll be able to learn all sorts of things with your guidance. I can't wait.
Thanks. Ah, look at you, Annette, joining the winning side, like everyone should. Hello, Claude.
Someone
What's
entered
up, buddy?
the old chapel. I think the townsfolk used it for feasts and such in the past.
Really?
With that whole Tomas business, you can't blame the church for being on edge.
It's true. He says truthful things. Let's see. Who else is here? Hubert! Where are you, Hubert? Don't actually know. Where is he? Ah, okay, there he is.
Another month full of chaos. I barely had time to catch my breath. What is the objective of Tomas and his ilk?
I don't know, to try and find an H somewhere?
And what makes Flame so special? Does that not bother you?
It does. Maybe it's because she, you know, drug rink, that kind of stuff. Oops. Thought I was someone by the old
There's a certain
graves.
gentleman I'd like to invite to a rendezvous at the Goddess Tower.
A rendezvous? Ooh.
However, I can't imagine he'd be interested in a sheltered ingenue like myself.
Man, I mean, if you keep using your colourful vocabulary, maybe he might.
It's hard to pluck up the courage when that's where my thoughts always take me.
Samesies. Man. I feel you. I feel you, sister. Bumps chest in respect.
Hello.
Second floor. Maybe we'll take a business trip to her thickness. Milady.
Before the ball,
Bows.
it is customary that we host a competition of dance known as the White Heron Cup. The students are quite fond of this tradition.
Ooh.
Each house must select a representative to compete. Their dance shall be judged by its beauty, grace, and technique. The student who is deemed the winner will be given the opportunity to train as a dancer, should they so please.
Ah,
It is
yes.
a very precious thing, the gift of dance. I hope that you and your students will choose
The
to
gift of
participate.
dance.
May
I see.
ask a favor of you?
The White Heron Cup contest takes place at the beginning of week 3. Select a student to represent your house by the end of week 2. Select a student may learn a unique skill. Okay, so yeah, so this is, we can get a special, at the start of week 3 of this month, the White Heron Cup contest will end. Okay. To participate, you must select a representative by the end of week 2. That's fine. Basically, we can, there's a specific class called the Dancer class that we are only able to give to one such unit in the game, but we can teach it to anyone so long as they have the right skills.
I have looked into
for it.
Tomas, but I just cannot make sense of this at all.
Personally, I like making Dorothea a dancer merely based on my own headcanon because she used to be some kind of singer, some kind of performer. Dancer kind of seems to fit her lore a bit better. So for my own immersion, it helps.
From his behavior up until
So I
now,
think that's what we're
I
gonna
never
be
would
doing.
have suspected that a man like him could turn on us.
Yeah.
I have also discovered that his appearance has changed.
Really? Wow. Didn't care. What about the guy who goes Mimi? It's true. Lorenz would also make a lovely dance, I'm sure. However, that would mean we'd have to use him in battle. That is because the cool thing about the dance was that a dancer can give another character an extra turn, or like to turn, like get another to give an action again, which is very nice. And as much as I think it'd be funny to look at Lorenz and see him dance about like some prat, I don't want to use him consistently. Hello, Hanneman.
Gerig Mach Monastery is said to have been completed during the ethereal moon. Why, 995 years ago, as a matter of fact. That's rather a long time ago, don't you think?
Yeah.
Every year, a ball is held to celebrate the founding, and every 100 years, a very special celebration takes place. It's a grand festival involving all of Gerig Mach. It is thrilling to read of past festivals, and I'm rather excited to experience one for myself. Once in a lifetime, eh? The next one in 5 years will mark a millennium. Should be quite an event. Do you imagine you'll still be here teaching then?
Yeah. Well, no. Was he saying something about stuff? I wasn't paying attention. I was reading who else we could recruit. Because we must have all of them. Ah, Cyril's somewhere down here.
Really?
Hello, Cyril.
Nah, Tomas wouldn't betray the church. I don't believe it. I won't believe it.
Okay, fine. Don't believe it then. It's true.
There's some people in the church who hate people like me who are from Elmira, but Tomas was always real kind. But if he really was Lady Rhea's enemy, well, I'd defend her against anybody, no matter how kind they'd been in the past.
Right. Well, Cyril, I hate to say it, but what if I came up against her thickness for whatever reason? I don't know.
Well,
she lost her thickness, and therefore she lost her ladyship. I don't know. Do you think that's how that works? If you lose the title that you've become synonymous with, you lose all your power. Do you think that's how she gains her power, Lady Rhea? Oh. You can talk to Hubert and Annette again?
Another month.
Hips don't lie.
Chaos. What is the object and what makes flame? On a lighter note, I've heard you've yet to choose a class representative for the White Heron Cup.
Sorry. Hubert, do you want to be a dancer?
It's not something I'm interested in, but if no one else wants to do it, then I will shoulder the burden.
No way. Look at this little smile as well. You can tell he definitely wants to be a dancer. So Hubert, no! Look at this man. He is the exact.
Why?
His iris he danced away from his face. Yeah, I was with you, mate. You look like the opposite. If I was to look up an antonym of dance, your face would come up. Just saying. It's a funny thing though. It's funny. Oh, I'm guessing it's just anyone in our thingamajig in our house will be like, maybe I could be a dancer. I wonder what Dorothea will say. Not Dorothea. I don't know why I keep getting Bernadette and Dorothea's names mixed up. I wonder what Bernadette will say about being a dancer. Just interested.
The other nobles will be fine, but me? I'm a noble.
Wait.
What is a White Heron Cup anyway? What? A dance competition? That's terrifying! We need a representative for our class. Please, anyone but Bernie.
If you would talk to us about herself in the third person. Adorable. I like how you could force her.
What a relief. Thank you so much, Professor.
You're welcome, Bernie. Right, yes, you need someone with high charm, apparently, to be the. Could you pick yourself to be the dancer if you really wanted to? I guess so. Let's see, who has high charm? So I think I'll do Dorothea, but maybe I can do someone else if I particularly cared enough. Oh, Edelgard could be a good dancer, but I think we'd much rather have her be an actual class. Yeah, he would definitely not win that. No, with Ferdinand sucks. Linhardt's not very good at charisma. Neither is Caspar. But he's got alright charisma. Dorothea's got 15, which is probably the best that we've got. Oh, Leonie's got better charisma, surprisingly. So is Flame. Okay. I think we'll have Yuri could be a dancer. I think we're gonna have Dorothea be the dancer for my immersion. So we'll ask her to be at some point else. We can actually, I think we might be able to recruit Lysithea onto the side. She has very good stats. I don't know how much I'd actually use her, but she's got good stats. Oh, actually, I wonder what Edelgard says about being a dancer.
Everyone's can't help still. By the way, have you chosen our house's representative for the White Heron Cup?
No, I have not.
If nobody else comes to mind, I'm willing to take up the challenge, Professor.
Are you? Oh, she doesn't want to say anything about her tragic backstory about.
I certainly won't object.
Oh, well, now I feel bad about not picking you to be a dancer, despite it being a terrible class for you. I want you wielding axes and being in stupidly large pieces of armor, not dancing around the place. I think it'd be a waste of her talents, personally. You know, she might get a cool dress. It's true. Anyway, speaking of it, say it's true. Let's see if you just take a. Anyway, small child, would you like to be part of us?
I'm actually very busy.
No. Well, fuck you too. Magic and faith. I have both magic and faith. Maybe more magic is needed. That's fine then. Fuck you too, small child. I don't want you on my squad. I just want to collect everyone, much like Pokemon. That's all my thing. Who else could we maybe collect on our numerous quest of everyone? No, we have to do some more stuff. That's fine. Right, let us talk to. Where's Dorothea? Wasn't she in like the fucking castle grounds here? Dorothea, I've selected you as dancer, numero uno. Be dancer.
I wonder if Remire Village will ever be the same again. How do you?
Yes, I don't care.
I'm sorry, Professor. I'm talking about such grim and terrible things when we could be talking about the White Heron Cup. It's a big dance contest between the classes, and I simply adore dancing. I'm quite good at it, since I was a diva in an opera company, you know.
Yes, I do know. Yes, select.
I think my heart just skipped a beat. You want me to represent the class? I'm not sure when I last experienced such flattery, Professor.
Yeah, I'm merely in it to win it. Okay, Dorothea. You can always give them one dance lesson. Whoa. Have a dance lesson.
Hey, Professor. You're here to help me practice for the dance contest?
Yes. Practice away. Oh, look at her go! I like how we have our judges of myself and two small children to help us decide if she's gonna dancing or not. No. More twirls, please, and more leg movement. And you can tell I know dancing. More twirls and leg movement is my personal professional thing. Not bad, yeah, it's not that bad. You can tell she's done dancing before. Oh, it's charmed by 5, my god.
Was my dancing everything you hoped for and more? I certainly enjoyed it. We simply must do it again. Soon.
Down, girl. Down. Bad. Horny bad. let's go to the cathedral, where we can see Ashikins. My Ashikin senses are tingling. Where is my boy? Oh, some servant supplies. Where is he? Ash? Ash! Ash! Just wailing out his name. Ash! Here he is. Hey, Ash.
Last month was, well, you know even better than I do. I hope this one will be more cheerful.
So long as you're still here, Ash, it'll be cheerful enough.
I don't know. It's all new to me.
I wish I could bring you to the ball, Ash. That's fine. Well, hope you round up yourself a nice, beautiful lady. We can go in, you know, as busy mates side by side. Yeah, let's get some renown in here. I think we can upgrade some things. Yes, we can. We can upgrade, get some more XP. Or possibly luck and charm. We don't actually need that tool. What is this one? This one?
You're all set.
Okay.
See you again soon.
You're all set. Let's go talk to the drug ring chieftess herself, Flanykins.
The ball will soon be upon us. I can feel my heart fluttering already. I have never danced in front of people before. Not even once in all my life.
What? You haven't even tapped your foot? That consists of dancing.
I'm very much looking forward to it.
Okay. I'm not. I hope everyone trips and falls and dies.
I don't think I'll partake.
What? Why not? I mean, to be honest, I didn't particularly want to partake in my prom either, to be honest. I'd much rather have just stayed home.
What happened in Ramire was indescribable. The whole village burned to the ground.
Yep.
So many were left without even a home to return to.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Her Grace the Archbishop has invited those who lost everything to stay at Garreg Mach.
What a lovely
I pray
lady.
that they will be able to return to their once peaceful lives as soon as possible. Until that day, we of the Church must join together and do all that we can to help them rebuild.
Consider me joined. I don't know what that means.
Professor.
Should we do some choir practice? We don't actually need to, I don't think, anymore. Because we don't need to do our we don't need to upgrade faith anymore because we're all right in that regard. Open the doors. Thank you. Some Bridget techniques for me to get for someone. I don't remember who, but someone wanted them. Right, you in the corner. You wanted me to find your things.
Nice work.
There you go. Thanks. Thanks for all those things. Bye. Then someone else wanted something that I have on me. Gilbert, have these things. You're welcome. Okay. Now we have 6 pointerinos, because I believe we've talked to everyone of note. Oh no, Shamir wants to talk to us again, for whatever reason. What does she have in store for us today?
Hey.
Hello, Shamir.
What's this about? The ball? Knights don't participate. It's an event for students, but it does pique the interest. Alois can't dance, but I hear he likes to watch.
Ah, when I'm living in this place, to be honest, it is very nice. Exactly.
He volunteered
As
to judge the White Heron Cup.
Oh, really?
Not that I care.
Alois judged the White Heron Cup. Man. Yeah, I like to say, as a kind of like overworld, like an overworld hub kind of thing. It's a very nice place to just walk around in. That's cool. I'm glad to know that Alois is the judge. Maybe we can butter him up a bit, you know. Talk some sense to him, bribe him, make sure that Dorothea wins so we get the special stuffs. Right, okay. We shall spend our pointerinos on getting our skills up, because the more skills we have, the better we are at getting people on our side.
Each house, the student, it is a
faculty training. We will get a reason up. Yes. Yes, we'll get reason up. Thank you. E+. That's what I like to see. Results. It does indeed. Oops, that's the wall. Set here. I would like to use your.
From his I've also. It is almost as if he is not even human.
Oh, I've already learned. I don't know what you were talking about. Let us. Flying? Yeah. Who wants flying? Oh, we can get Ingrid on our side if we get lots of flying expertise. Sure.
The glory of progress.
E. For epic.
Hey, you.
To think that at some point in, we used to have only 2 points to use or 1 point to use, and now we have 6. We're simply rolling in these skills. Let's get riding up as well. Hey, great.
I still have.
I think if we get like a kind of a maybe a D or something in our preferred skill, we should be all right. Or D+ maybe. Let's go to Gilbert, see what he can teach us. See what tricks of the trade he can teach us. See what crazy tricks he has up his sleeves. You can teach us nothing I want you to teach us, actually. Who wants heavy armor as Raphael? Okay. We'll get riding up again. Okay, and then who else can teach us something? Shamir can. Aloise can. Oh, Manuela wants to tell us something about something or other. Hello, Manuela.
I hear you've chosen your representative for the White Heron Cup. In that case, a word of advice. On an average year, the winning contestant has about this much charm.
I see as the winning contestant's charm is usually around 13. Oh, that's super easy.
Who wants a partner with no charm?
13. Dancing gives +5. Do you know how much goddamn charm Dorothea has? She has like 20 now. Where is she? There she is. 20 charisma. Easy. Easy cash down my knees. Yes, I get it. Flying is nice. But maybe we'll get a C+ on swords because Felix wants swords and we might be able to get him. Well, we can probably get 13 in one shot actually. So flying is probably what we want. And then put them away. Put the puppies down, Manuela.
What's this about? The ball. It's an event. Alois, he volunteered.
Oh, you don't really help us very much at all. Bowmanship to get Mercedes on side, possibly. Oh, we can do speak to Aloise, so we can give us. Maybe we can give us something nice. Hello, Aloise.
I was at she appeared out of no.
No, not really. Catherine, then. She might be able to teach us something that I want us to be taught. Such as
the area. It wasn't written as that's true. People call it the
swords. Well, I guess so. Great. Wow. Good swordsmanship. Nice. Practice yields results. We might be able to get Felix on our side then, actually. The fucking cynical bastard himself.
The librarian.
Would you like to join the winning side, Felix?
Join me for some training sometime. I'm interested in your sword technique.
Oh, what kind of sword technique, Felix? Don't think I don't know his orange eyes.
But not today.
Oh, never mind then. Makes me like to follow. I have so much speed and sword. I guess my sword isn't high enough then for him. What's our thing at? Oh, what's our swordsmanship at? Our speed's at 21, which is definitely more than needs to be. Okay, that's fine. Fuck you. I don't care. I'm not crying. You're crying. Okay. We can talk to everyone. We've done all our pointerinos. We have to give lost items. That's fine. We can do that next time. Because I need to do some more fucking revision. All this. Oh god, work. Imagine doing that in this day and age. My god. Well, that's fine then. We did some good stuff today, I think. I think we did a bunch of worthless. We did a bit of battles and ran around a bit. Did some nice normal stuff like we normally do. Okay, great. Then I would like to thank everyone for watching and for being here in the chat and for sticking around. I appreciate it a lot. And I will see you guys when I see you guys next time. Probably, maybe Monday actually. Because yeah, I need to do some more revision tomorrow. So yeah, yes. Good night. Take care. And yeah, goodbye. Thanks a lot.